Admission to an interscholastic event is a privilege. And with that privilege comes responsibility. Responsibility to conduct oneself in a manner where the game is enjoyable for all other fans and participants. Each individual is requested to take personal responsibility for keeping this game at a high level of sportsmanship. Oklahoma City Public Schools Athletic Department strives to promote diversity and ensure equal opportunities for all student athletes. At OKCPS, we aim to create an environment where success can be realized for all student athletes, coaches, and administrators representing Oklahoma City Public Schools. We believe that athletics
this should be defense. This is offense.
Plays an important role in the development of young people's personal skill, self-esteem, self-confidence, so they can reach their greatest potential and become productive citizens in the future.
No, we're using the big machines.
We are all a part of our community, and we all play a role in keeping our community safe. While you're watching the game, keep an eye out for any suspicious activity. If you see something, please say something to the staff members or law enforcement officers. Thank you. Together, we can protect our community.
Go to the sideline. I'll go on the roof. I know. I'm just asking you to go to the sideline in a hurry. So I'm doing it like this morning. It shouldn't be any issue if we're not trying to loop it. What happened is, whoever did this, smashed one of these deals and broke one of these plugs.
Tonight's officials: the referee, Paul Wallace; the umpire, Jason Fugit; the linesman, Jared Garrett; the line judge is Brett Cash; and the back judge is Nick Wallace.
I go into my headsets or somebody, you know what I'm saying? Somebody go hand the headsets.
I mean, I can just tell you to tell me something.
Exactly.
I just wanted him to be able to talk to me.
Yeah, have an eye in the sky. No, I agree. No, I'm with you.
And we got half to leave his windows up.
You shouldn't, but they got screens on. We didn't have screens, we could set the antennas outside. That doesn't need to be up there when the antennas are set. Is this going to be either way over here?
I'll figure it out. I don't want to make it harder.
We got no one on the side.
Where is Moran? Is he going?
Hello.
Okay, I'll be out there in just a second.
All right.
Here's what the problem is. So, every one of those were on talk, and the mics were on half of them. So they were just picking up all the sound, and it was distracting because you could hear everything going on. So I think we can plug those cords back in. Let me change, and I'll get back out.
No, we're not going to be able to loop it, but we're going to be able to have two defensive deals down there. They have two red lines on them. They just need to be able to talk to each other on the field. They will not communicate with the box up here. Then the other ones that don't have the red lines, all 5 of those should be able to communicate with Gray.
Okay.
So get everybody on a headset and it should be on O, except for the ones that have the little red lines on them. Those should be on X. Everything else should be on O. And you can put everything on talk until we can figure out everything's working. Then we can take the ones off that don't need to be on talk.
Okay. Let me go change. Let me change.
headsets that have the two on it, the red two. Hello, can you hear me? Those need to be on X. Put those on X. The two reds need to be on X. On the red one, they have red twos. You can't hear me though. That's the problem. There's two little red marks on it. Two little red bars. I don't know why I cannot talk to you.
What are you on?
Just a second. Let me switch. Hello? Hello? Don't talk through my phone. Hello? 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 Can you guys talk to each other through the headsets? Go to O. Go to O and try to talk to each other.
Coaches, the battery.
They're plugging in now. Okay, get away from those two. Go to the other five. Make sure you're on O. Offense on those. No, don't disconnect them. Just pick up the ones that don't have the red twos. There's only two headsets that have twos there. The rest of them do not. There's five offensive headsets.
Hello and welcome. You're listening to Southeast Spartan Football, sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony and Cosino de Mino. I am Devin Bajek on the play-by-play. This here is my partner in the booth, Jamin Dawson. We are here tonight in beautiful Oklahoma City at CB Spiegel Stadium, watching the Capitol Hill Red Wolves take on the Spartans in the season opener of Oklahoma high school football. The Red Wolves head coach is Clay Sizemore. They're coming off an 0-10 season a year ago. And they're also looking to avenge an 82-0 loss that occurred a season ago to the Spartans. A season ago, this team only had one senior and only 10 freshmen. This season, Capitol Hill will be featuring more of an air raid style attack. Sergio Loretto will be back under center after missing most of last season. On the defensive side of the ball, they will base out of a 4-2-5, looking to be aggressive and force turnovers. Look for Jaquainlin McDowell on the back end, the 5'11", 170-pound sophomore. The Spartans, on the other hand, finished last year 4-6, and they're looking to make the playoffs this year under first-year head coach Matt Lane. Matt Lane previously was at Little Axe, where he compiled a record of 13-18, which included a playoff appearance in his last season. Upon Lane's arrival, he reinstituted spring ball. The team won the Wes Welker 7-on-7 tournament, went to the OBU team camp, and also won the ACAC preview. Few players to watch out for are quarterback Michael Graham Jr. He had a 421-yard passing game last season. And we have the national anthem.
As the Southeast JROTC presents our colors, our national anthem today will be sung by Ms. Samara Torres.
So proud
Jamin, what are some of the things the Capitol Hill is going to be doing in the season opener to, I guess, score some points? That's all. That's got to be the objective, score more points than they did last year against the Southeast Spartans.
Yes, sir. They got to mix it up. We're talking about a team that's coming off an 82-0 loss. That's something that's cemented in your brain. That's something you will not forget when you're meeting up with this team again. And they're running a 4-2-5 defense, so look for a lot of players flying around, especially Jaquan McDowell. Look for him to be lined up on LaDainian Fields.
Yeah, LaDainian Fields, I mean, he is a playmaker. He's someone that's going to be getting the ball a lot, someone that's going to be getting the ball a lot. As we shift more to Southeast, there, we talked a little about their new coach, Matt Lane. He came from Little Axe. They had a playoff appearance his first season there, 13-18, but did some good things there at Little Axe, and he's looking to build upon what the last head coach here at Southeast did, Kenneth Blair. He's got a lot of experience in the NFL. He played in the college ranks. He's worked, he's worked out a bunch of different guys. I mean, he's someone that his name holds weight. So how do you see what are some of the things that Matt Lane needs to do with this team early on to kind of build on what he did the last 2 seasons?
Right. Just to touch on Coach Kenneth Blair, I mean, that's a name that's going to ring a bell for anybody that knows football and products that have came from Oklahoma City. You talk about a guy that's been to the highest of heights in the sport. Mm-hmm. He's been to the Super Bowl. He's trained a lot of famous athletes like Shaquille O'Neal, Tiger Woods, Ray Lewis. He even did some training for the 96 Olympic basketball teams, men and women. So he's been around a lot of greatness. He knows definitely about big moments. So what he's built with this program will definitely be left with the players, and Coach Lane picking it up. He focuses on physicality. He just wants guys to fly around and just be physical. So look for a lot of banging in the trenches.
Exactly, and that's what you got to look for. You want to see the trench play. You want to see the you don't want to get pushed around up front. You got to control the line of scrimmage. And as we get more into Coach Lane, he was at Putnam City as an assistant coach for the last 2 seasons. He's been a head coach at 2 previous places, as we mentioned. He's got a lot of players that are going to make it easier on him to coach. He's got Rodney Fields, as I had already mentioned Michael Graham Jr., but Rodney Fields, he's someone that's a physical runner. He's going to be very tough for defenders to bring him down. It takes a group of guys. It's not just one guy. Can't just bring your arm in there. Got to bring your shoulder. He had 12 touchdowns last season, 1,045 all-purpose yards. Chauncey Law, he's also going to be splitting time at running back and also playing some tight end. And you mentioned LaDainian Fields out at receiver. We got, I believe it's Meshawn, could be Myshawn Graham. Hope I don't get that wrong. He's 5'11", 170 pounds. He is related to the brother. His brother is the quarterback, So it's kind of a natural relationship there. How could you see that playing into effect? This quarterback's got a lot of targets. They got a good run game. They kind of have all the tools, and they've got a good, a good senior lineman to build things around too, kind of lead things in the trenches. How do you see that kind of displaying out there tonight?
Absolutely. It's a lot of great moving pieces that he has on this offense and defense. Now, going back to my preparation in pregame, it's a lot of these kids that have grown up with each other. They play with each other at every single level, and that chemistry is undeniable. Of course, that's going to come into play in tough situations in the game. We want to speak on Rodney Fields. I mean, you talk about a guy, 1045 all-purpose yards, 12 touchdowns. I mean, the coaching staff is speaking very highly of him. They expect him to build upon those numbers. You talk about a good balance of speed, strength, and agility. So he can hit you in every single facet. We talk about quarterback MJ Graham. He started almost every year he's been in high school. He's only progressed. Coaching staff is also speaking highly of him as well. LaDainian Fields, I mean, physically imposing, 6'2", 170, so he's going to be able to go up there and get some balls. I mean, you can go to him in any one-on-one situation.
Only a junior. He's going to have, a whole nother season. He's got this whole season and another one to build upon. He's someone that a lot of coaches, college coaches, are keeping an eye out on for sure. I mentioned briefly Joseph Nguyen. Nguyen. I believe I'm saying that correctly.
Yes,
He's
sir.
6'4", 320. He's got an OBU offer. He's someone that's going to be able to, I guess, open up running lanes, kind of provide that little extra half second to a second that you need to complete a big bomb down the field. You can't underrate lineman play, especially in high school football. It's key, just like in any part of football, though.
Like in any part of football, I mean, it starts at the line of scrimmage. So when you got a guy that's standing 6'3", I mean, he's just physically imposing. I mean, for a big guy, he moves well, too. So he's going to open up a lot of running lanes. He's probably going to do some pulling. He's going to clear a lot of paths for a lot of these playmakers to do what they do.
And as right now, we're looking at Southeast and Capitol Hill doing the coin toss right now. Me and you walked down on the field earlier. We kind of noticed that Southeast, they're kind of a bigger built team. Looks like the offseason was a little bit better treated to them.
Absolutely. With Matt Lane coming in, wanting to incorporate and install the things that he wants, spring ball and lifting were a main priority. And as you can see, just looking at them, warming up and standing up, they look ready to go. They look strong. Them not having spring ball for previous seasons and this being their first one in a while, they're going to look more prepared, flying around, just more focused and more sure of themselves.
And Southeast is going to receive the ball. It looks like they lost the toss. I'm not exactly sure, but we're not going to get caught up in all that. They're going to get the ball to start the first half. We're also going to get into it a little bit. Tonight is also no ordinary season opener. Southeast High School is honoring the 50th anniversary of the 1972 state championship team. I'm not going to say I was around during that time, but I have heard a lot of good things about that team. I've heard that they were hard-nosed, fast-playing, kind of the epitome of that era of football. It's kind of no-nonsense, hit you in the mouth kind of football. No rules back in the 70s. That's kind of what they say.
Yes, sir. It's a completely different game. I mean, anybody that's just been following the sport has seen the dynamics of the game change and how we play the game. But hopefully that energy from that 1972 Class 3A championship team, hopefully that energy is in this stadium. They can channel that and go handle business in their season opener.
I agree 100% because as a school like Southeast, they've had a lot of great players. Gerald McCoy to, think of one off the top of my head. But it's good for the guys. This is a young team. There's a lot of juniors on this team, a lot of sophomores on this team. So it's good for these guys to see that, to see that there is state titles in the past and we can do that. It's attainable. So me personally, I think it's a smart move by Matt Lane, kind of honoring the past. You always should honor the past and honor tradition. In my opinion.
I mean, it's a great way to usher in your career starting off at the school and a great way to get alumni to come out, interact and support, and just overall just build a new culture for the school.
I agree. It's going to be an exciting day, or exciting night, I should say. Coach Lane looking to make a good impression on the home fans. Really just trying to make his stamp, he's got a good foundation to build upon. As we mentioned earlier, Coach Blair, this is a guy that, he's had so much success, right? But he's has all the humility in the world and all the humbleness in the world to be Santa Claus on the holidays.
Absolutely.
So you got to think about that. He's also replacing Santa Claus. He's not just replacing.
It's not an ordinary coach.
It's not an ordinary coach. It is not. He is Santa Claus. And he's, you got to think about that too. He's replacing the man that delivers presents.
I mean, that's the thing. I mean, just off of his accolades, you read them, and I mean, it's just he has a high standard for his players. So the standard that he's put on them is going to be long-lasting throughout their lives, and he also wants to focus on their lives outside of football the most.
And you mentioned, I don't mean to cut you off, but you mentioned the standard and kind of like what he wants to usher in. SC is kind of their motto, success every day. That's one of their mottos. And SEC, Southeast Champions. So, they kind of want to just change the culture like we've mentioned and like he said plenty of times. And they just want to be physical, like we've talked about a little bit, power spread, but also a balanced team. And it starts up front, kind of like we mentioned with Joseph Nguyen. And it's going to start with him. He's a senior, and he's going to have to push the line a little bit, get guys going. And they're going to be teed up, no doubt.
No doubt. Southeast is coming off a great spring. I mean, it should build for great momentum coming into this game. You talk about winning the West Welker 7-on-7 tournament and going on to win previews in Oklahoma City. I mean, you're going out there facing some of the best Metro talent. So, if anything, they definitely know they're winners, and they have already proven to be Southeast champions.
I agree 100%. We're less than a minute from kickoff. I mean, it sounds electric here. We've got the band for Capitol Hill in the distance. We've got downtown over there, some buildings off in the distance. It's a good night for high school football.
Beautiful night in Oklahoma City. I don't know where else you would rather be. We're about to get some good football. And I'm ready to go, man. I'm juiced up. I wish they had an extra uniform set of cleats because I'll be ready to go.
Pads. Give me some pads.
Let's do it.
Hey, I'll be the first one out there, Coach. Put me in.
Let's go.
Shoot. As you can see, the players on the sideline, they're electric. They're buzzing down there.
And DB, we've seen a couple practices. We've seen the camaraderie around this team.
Oh, this
like I
team's
mentioned,
ready. They're ready.
Growing up with each other, I mean, just think about the fun. Think about what they're thinking about, what's going through their minds. I mean, they're just getting closer and closer to that finish line. They're realizing their potential more and more every day. So I hope to go see them prove to themselves what they want to see.
I agree 100%. It's going to be a lot of fun, as you can see them right now getting into their kickoff return formation. You've got LaDainian Fields as one of the kick returners and Meshawn Graham as the other kick returner.
East goal, the Capitol Hill Red Wolves will kick off and defend the West goal.
Number 35, he's the kicker. He is not listed on the roster. The Enigma, other than an onside kick, Southeast recovers. Smart heads-up play by Southeast. Fall on the ball.
Yes, that's a great onside kick from Capitol Hill. I mean, I understand the philosophy. I mean, it's first game of the season.
What do you got to lose?
What do you have to lose? Let's go try to get the ball early. I mean, 82-0, man. They're trying to put their foot on them. I know for sure.
This one should be exciting. Capitol Hill's got to be – they've probably been motivated all offseason for this one. 82-0 is not something you get used to. We've got two receivers to the left, two receivers to the right as well. Quarterback's going to have the running back to his left. Receiver comes in motion.
Got Chauncey Law.
Hand off to Chauncey Law. Cuts to the left. He's going to break one tackle, stiff arm a guy, and he's going to break one down the sideline. He's going to get to the 30-yard line. What a good run. Good play design, too.
Great play design. Great call by the coach. Great job bringing Chauncey Law in motion, kind of freezing some of those defenders, making them think, and he hits that hole hard. He's so big and strong. Sheds 2 or 3 Capitol Hill Red Wolves as he gets.
Oh, there's a flag on the field. Late flag coming in. A little late laundry. Don't really like to see that. The refs kind of putting their stamp on the game a little early, too.
Oh, yes, sir. We're going to see some great officiating tonight.
And it's going to be holding against the offensive line. They're going to get backed up 10 yards. And they're going to have to repeat what they just did, get a first down. But this time, 1st and 20 on the Southeast 48. 1st and 20, Southeast 48.
Yeah, and in the first game, you're going to see some of those things. You're going to see some penalties, guys not lined up, not sure of their keys, maybe some penalties, but we want to clean that up throughout the game.
Twins to the left and twins to the right, running back to the right of the quarterback. Fakes the handoff. He's going to looking deep. He throws it deep. He's got him open, and he's going to catch it, and he's going to fall. It's going to be Carmelo Bullock on the catch. Carmelo Bullock, excuse me.
What a grab. I mean, we see the two receivers split on the end, basically running post. I mean, they just smoke the whole defense once they get past that third level. I mean,
what a pass.
Who do you want to go?
What a pass by Michael Graham.
Great pass by Michael Graham, showing off that arm.
As they hurry up here, same formation, twins to the left and twins to the right with the running back to the left of the quarterback. They're going to hand it on an inside zone, and he's going to get tackled by 3 or 4 Capitol Hill defenders. Little 3-yard gain. It's going to be a Southeast 2nd and 8 from about the call it the 13, call it the 12.
Yeah, good play, good positive yardage. We had Elias Soundry for the Red Wolves coming on the stunt off the edge, setting it up great for the defense to wrap him up.
It looks like they're in a little bit of an empty set. They're going to motion the wide receiver. He gets a jet sweep, and he's going to get tackled on a 3-4 yard gain. It's going to set up a third and manageable, about third and 3, third and 4 from about the 8. No, we'll call that the 6 or 9. Can't really see. There it is. 9.
For the Spartans.
Southeast is going to be in the shotgun. They've got an up back. Oh! And they're going to get him to jump offside an easy 5.
Yeah, and I bet you if we were on that field, we can hear Michael Graham giving some type of fake stun, a fake hut, drawing that defense off, getting an early penalty.
And that's a lot on the quarterback, too. You know, you got to be able to have a, as they would say in college, a man voice, get them to believe that ball is getting snapped.
Oh, yeah, his talent, I'm sure he can make it to the next level, so that's one of the things he's working on or displaying very well.
They got 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Quarterback's got the running back to his right with an up back to his left. He's going to hand it off on a sweep, and he's going to score a touchdown. That's going to be Rodney Fields Jr. on the
flag on the play.
Oh, late flag.
On the 4-yard touchdown run.
You hate to see that.
Hate to see it on such a great run. That's probably as easy as Rodney Fields is going to get in that end zone offense. Good execution. Let's see what the flag is.
He did not have to worry about that one at all. He was pretty much untouched. Is that going to be clipping? Or holding? Not 100% sure. We're going to confirm after the ref gives us a better hand signal.
Yeah, I see Coach Matt Lane talking to a ref, taking off his headset. I'm sure it's a little miscommunication going on. It's a good first drive for the Southeast Spartans. I mean, what is it, about 4 or 5 plays?
Oh, and it's going to be a touchdown.
It's going to be a touchdown. That flag's going to be reversed. Great execution by the Spartans.
We love to see it. A good executed play for a touchdown. You don't want the officials to get too involved, you know. Just police the game a little bit. Let the guys play a little bit, especially in this first game.
Right. We got number 22, Raymond Hummingbird, getting ready to set up the extra point.
And the snap. They
snap is high.
Over his head. And the ball's still loose. Capitol Hill's going to jump on it, but they're going to be down. So it's going to be 6-0 Southeast Spartans over the Capitol Hill Red Wolves. Early, 9:18 left in the first quarter. Capitol Hill's going to get the ball. Southeast, it will be on defense.
Yeah, Southeast, just a little early game jitters by the center. We just get a high snap. We get the catcher to catch it. Fumbles it a little bit. Gets in, recovers it. But, yeah, sad to see the extra point not get in.
You know, it's just something in high school football that it's not a guarantee. You're so used to playing Madden, playing, you know, back in the day, NCAA, and it's a guarantee.
Yes, sir. I mean, it's been a lot of preparation from that last game in November, December to now. It's been a long spring. So we got some guys with a little bit of nerve, so we look to work those out in this first quarter.
I mean, that's the good thing about, I guess you could say, football, right? You get to fail and come back for the next rep.
Got that next play. Best coaches will teach you, have a quick memory. Let that play go. Throw it away. Let's get ready for the next one.
So we'll do a little bit of a scoring recap brought to you by Super Prep. You know, on that drive, we saw Southeast was about 4 plays, I believe, 4 plays.
Yes, sir.
And they drove down the field pretty easy. Just kind of looked like they were at practice.
Pretty easy. Just picking their targets, calling their numbers, and just plain old executing.
A knife through hot butter, as some might say.
It's not going to get no easier.
Yep, and we're going to see Southeast, their kicker, as you mentioned, number 22, Raymond Hummingbird? He's got it.
Got some nice neon cleats out there. I wonder if he's a 2-sport athlete.
He definitely sticks out. I wouldn't put it past him. I bet he maybe dabbles in soccer a little bit.
Got a lot of 2-sport athletes on this Southeast Spartan team.
I mean, you know, you should play all the sports in high school.
I mean, it's great to go out there and embrace it. See what you like, see what you could be good at.
We've got a late substitution in for Capitol Hill. Looks like he wasn't exactly sure if he was supposed to be on the unit. That happened in the first game. You know, just guys having brain farts. It's a young team. And the kickoff by Southeast. A little bit of a spiral kick. It's going to bounce to 27 on Capitol Hill. And he's going to get tackled. Tackled by number 3, Keon Holland.
On the return for the Red Wolves.
Good tackle, get him down, let the defense go out there and play.
Yeah, that's a good kick. I wonder if they were targeted towards that player. I mean, it just creates for a good kick and good field position, getting the team on the opposite side of your 50.
Capitol Hill, a little bit of confusion on the sideline. They get the play to him. They've got 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Quarterback's in the shotgun with the running back to his left. And there's going to be a timeout.
Timeout. Capitol Hill, their first timeout.
Capitol Hill's first timeout of the half. A little bit of confusion. You know, you want to make sure you get the first play. You want everyone to be on the same page.
I mean, we want to start it off how we want to finish it, and I'm sure they want to come out with a win, avenging that 82-0 loss. You just want to start off, get the first play right, little communication in the huddle so we can get rolling. A
little bit of frustration, I'm sure, by the coach. You don't want to burn your time, you know, one of your first timeouts on the first play of your offense or your offensive possession, but you want to make sure everything's right at the same time.
I mean, not at all. I mean, I'm sure they want a dogfight, so having as many touchdowns as possible to use.
As we mentioned before, this team has Sergio Loreto back, and I mean, he's someone that can't be understated his value. They did not have him most of the year last year. As you see, they've got looks like a trip set to the right, single receiver to the left, quarterback's in the shotgun with the running back to his right, offset to the right. Snaps the ball. He's going to hand it off on an outside zone. Number
4.
Wow.
Rodney Fields. Way to come up and get the tackle.
Nasheed Flowers was swallowed up there. What a play. What a play. What'd you see there?
For those people that can't see, we had number 2, Carmelo Bullock, coming down at that linebacker position, showing a stunt. He comes, gets through easily, puts pressure on that quarterback, and sets it up great for Rodney Fields to come clean it up.
Real tall, lanky kid. He made a really good play right there. As we see Capitol Hill, as we said, they're going to base out of more of air raid stuff. They're in the shotgun, trips to the right, single receiver to the left, running back offset to the quarterback's left in the shotgun. Loreto snaps it, looking to his left. He's going to get swallowed up by the defensive line of Southeast, and that's exactly how Southeast drew it up. Looked like they had a little bit of movement there on the D-line, you know, a little bit of a twist, a little bit of
Yes, sir. Good stunt by that D-line. We got number 68. Julio Gonzalez making that initial contact.
A sophomore.
Way to see the young guy come out there and hit. Way to hit him in the mouth, show him that you want to be physical.
And Loreto looking at his armband, looking to the sideline a little bit. He's calling the plays or, you know, repeating what his coaches are saying. He's got twins to the left, twins to the right, running back offset to his right. The snap gets there. It's a screen. Oh,
we got an interception.
It's a pick.
It's an interception.
Rodney Fields, Jr.?
Rodney Fields is showing up on that defensive side of the ball than we thought coming up.
Hey, we could be looking at 82-0. I don't want to say it.
Hey, I mean, we're just looking at it. That's a great play by the defense. Number 4, Rodney Fields, just seeing what's going on, not guessing, going straight to the key, and way to grab the ball and maintain possession for the interception.
You know, they try. I mean, Capitol Hill, they did the one thing they could do right there, kind of to get some yards, some breathing room, a little screen play. Ball sails a little bit over his head, right into the arms of Rodney Fields, Jr., as we said. And he's a playmaker on this team. As we see the offense jog back out there, twins to the left and the right. We've got the quarterback in the shotgun, Rodney Fields off to his right. They're going to motion. Oh, and we got a little bit of pre-snap penalties. Looks like
we got laundry.
False start on Southeast, and you don't like to see that. They've kind of a little bit undisciplined early.
Not at all. I think they're maybe just a little more anxious than anything. I mean, they've been coming, getting after these Red Wolves. I think they're just a little jittery, a little antsy once they know the call. They know their abilities. They know what they can do. They've been touched a little bit, so they're ready to go.
All right, we got twins receivers to the left and right. Quarterback in the shotgun with the running back to his right. They're going to motion Chauncey, and they're going to fake it to him. He's going to throw it deep. And that's
Great
a touchdown.
ball.
That's a touchdown. Nishan Graham, what a play. Quarterback, wide receiver, that's brother to brother right there.
I mean, brother to brother, it doesn't get any better than that. I mean, Michael Graham is moving throughout the pocket, steps a little bit to his left. He's patient with the throw and hits number 7 right on the dime.
I mean, he looks very good.
Looks very good.
Looks
Coming out
locked
very
in.
Impressive. Looks sharp.
I mean, he's got a cannon for an arm.
That's about 35, 40 yards. Would you say, DB?
That was definitely a good 40 yards, and he didn't. It looked like he kind of threw it off his back foot. Looked like he could have put more into it. As we got the extra point, they're looking to hopefully not snap it over the head. Snap gets there, the kick is up, and it's good. We're going to have a 13-0 Southeast Spartan lead
And
over
the
Capitol Hill.
corner is good.
6:58 left
Seconds to go
in the first quarter.
Southeast
Capitol Hill,
13, Capitol Hill.
you know, you got to kind of erase it. Move on. Next play, next rep. Let's get it.
I mean, and just like these Southeast Spartans here, I mean, way to come back and respond from that false start. Come back, score on the very first play. I mean, great execution all throughout the field. Love to see it. For Capitol Hill, you got to scrap that and go. I mean, it's the first game. Good first offensive possession. We just got to clean it up, slow down a little bit so they can get the ball rolling.
And, you know, we'll do a little bit of a scoring recap of what happened, brought to you by Super Prep. As you can see right there, or I mean, we don't have replays, but as I'll mention, we had Rodney Fields Jr. get the interception on the Capitol Hill running back screen, and then 2 short plays later, they're in the end zone.
I mean, way to go. I mean, Rodney Fields just being an impact player off the jump. We're going to see a lot more from him, and we want to see a lot more of his teammates get involved.
Yeah, it's kind of been the Rodney Fields show early. Would like to see a little bit more people get involved, but you know, it's a team sport. You're not going to be too mad when your team's up 13-0 this early.
Not at all, especially you respond well on that extra kick, getting that snap good, getting a good kick from Raymond Hummingbird.
As he's going to be kicking off here, Southeast going to kick it off to number 27, Jory Phillips. Oh.
Gets some nice height on that kick.
Oh, he makes a few man miss. Capitol Hill had a nice return there by number 16, Jamari Starr. The senior Jamari Starr. He had a pretty good return.
Good return.
You know, hey, it's a good way to start. You gain about 10, 15 yards, and let's get it going as the offense of Capitol Hill is going to jog back on there. They're going to start their drive at their own 37-yard line.
Yep. You got one of the only seniors on that return, Jamari Starr, ready to go out there. I'm sure he's a great leader for this team.
No doubt.
Ready to just take that torch and start running with it, being a great leader for this team. Hopefully we can see the offense roll.
Loretto's got the running back offset to his right, twins to the left and twins to the right. Ball is snapped. He's looking to his left. He's going to scramble to his left. He gets
pressure.
Oh, he's going to escape and make something out of nothing, about a 1-yard, 2-yard gain there, but that could have been disastrous as his linemen are going to have to fix his pads for him a little bit. His jersey's a little messed up. He's going to kind of mention to him, hey, guys, I need a little bit more time.
Yes, sir. I mean, just great awareness by Sergio Laredo, shedding about 2 or 3 Southeast Spartans. I mean, just being aware. Little jitters by the offensive line, so great improvisation by Sergio Laredo.
Capitol Hill looking off to the sideline. They're going to be at their own 39-yard line. They've got trips to the right, single receiver to the left. Laredo's got the running back off to his right.
Great job by that Southeast defensive line, though.
Yeah, they're hungry. Ball is snapped. They're going to hand it off to number 7, and he's going to be tackled about for a 1-yard loss. Nasheed Flowers tackled for a 1-yard loss.
Got Chauncey Law.
He's all over the field tonight.
Yes, sir. Definitely is. Good to see him getting some action. I mean, that's just a lot of black jerseys swarming to the football. Great execution by the defense.
Capitol Hill's going to be 3rd and 9 from their own 38, it looks like. Got trips to the right. There's a little bit of confusion on what they're doing. Looks like they're going to balance it out. Twins to the left and twins to the right. Laredo's got the running back offset to his left. Ball is snapped. He's going to get rid of it quick. And it's picked off by number 9, LaDainian Fields. And he's going to take that one all the way to the end zone, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. And LaDainian Fields is going to score that one for Southeast, and it's going to be 19-0, awaiting the extra point. And early, Capitol Hill unable to stop the bleeding.
unable to stop the bleeding. But, I mean, that was just a great disguise, a great deception from Rodney Fields to go snag that. And it was a jump ball, too. Way to display those hops and go run and score that for the pick six.
You know, as a coach's son, as someone that played college football, you always hear your coaches tell you, you got to get to the ball at the highest point, and that's what he did there. I mean, just you can look at the athleticism in one play. That was a ridiculous play.
Just showing off those ball skills as a receiver and a DB.
And number 22, Hummingbird, is going to be awaiting the snap for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. 20-0 Southeast early with 4:16 left in the first quarter.
16 seconds to go in the first quarter. The score, Southeast
Wow.
20.
Again,
0.
another one of our scoring recaps, Super Prep scoring recap. And it was a one-play deal. It was on 3rd and 9. Sergio Loreto let it fly, and he paid the price as Ladainian Fields is going to take it, reverse Fields, and go about 40, 45 yards, you'd say?
About 45 yards. I mean,
to the house.
Not a bad call by the Capitol Hill Red Wolves. I mean, you just want to be aggressive on 3rd down. It's about the 3rd offensive possession, so you want to just try to get something to convert a 1st down. Just a great play by DB Ladainian Fields.
Hey, man, that was a crazy play. He's got I'm sure the home crowd is loving it. They're honoring the 1972 state championship team, and maybe this team's on a run to a state title of their own. I don't know, a little early, but.
I mean, it's a little early, but they look very good.
They look
DB.
locked in. They look locked in.
Looks like they want to up from the 82-0. It looks like they want to up that score total.
They are already a quarter of the way there. A little less than a quarter, but, hey, I'm not a math major.
Hey, early penalties, they're going to shed those away.
Exactly.
Get back to business.
As a coach, that's probably what you're harping on. Hummingbird kicks it off. That one's going to go over the head of number 22, Camarion Alexander. He's going to take it about the 10, and he's going to get smacked by about 5 or 6 Southeast Spartans.
I mean, yeah, when you get a ball like that, you're going to get a fire call, and you're getting away from that ball. But he picked it up and returned it, and by the time he got 3-4 yards ahead of him, it's just a swarm of black jerseys.
It looked like they were planning for the ball not to be kicked as far. The ball got kicked about 10, 15 yards over the return man, Camarion Alexander, So, Capitol Hill's going to be a little bit in a hole that they dug themselves in. They're going to start this drive at the 13-yard line. 3:35 left in the first quarter, ain't counting.
And I know the coach is not too happy with that field position. They got to clean it up on special teams. And when one of the main points of emphasis in winning a game is winning that kicking battle.
And they've only got 10 on the field. They're missing their left tackle, it looks like. They've got twins to the left and twins to the right. Nope, number 16, the senior receiver, Jamari Starrs, moving to the left, trips to the left, single receiver to the right. Quarterback Laredo's got the running back offset to his left. Ball is snapped. He's going to hand it off, and he's going to be met by a wall of Spartans.
I mean, the defense is just ready to go.
The simple fundamental defense, they are winning the battle in the trenches at the end of the day.
I mean, in almost every play, I'm seeing Carmelo Bullock coming with that stunt off that left side of the defense, right side of the offense. I mean, just applying that constant pressure to Sergio Loreto.
They're making some substitutions here on the defensive side. Chauncey Law is going to exit. Get a little bit of a breather as the Capitol Hill offense, they're looking to the sideline. They've got, looks like, trips to the left, single receiver to the right, running back offset to the left of the quarterback in the shotgun. They fake it, a little bit of a bubble screen. Oh, it's going to be picked off. It's going to be picked off. Touchdown. What a play. Was that Carmelo Bullock? Who was that?
See that jersey there.
A little bit hard. That was the quarterback, Michael Graham Jr.
Quarterback, MJ. I mean, I've been told by Matt Lane in our pregame preparation that he's been a lockdown corner.
And just like that, it's 26-0. We're not even out of the first quarter. 2:22 left in the game. First quarter, excuse me. Not the game. The first quarter. Matt Lane's got these boys playing, do they not?
I mean, he's got to be excited. He's got to be thrilled. I mean, his defense has already got 2 scores on the board, and his offense is executing. They're building, learning off of those early penalties, and now they're rolling. Defense is rolling,
and
if not more.
Hummingbird waiting for the extra point. Oh, a little bit of a bad snap. Fire. And he's making a man move. He made 3-man move. Oh, he made 3 men
And the
miss,
point after is
and
no
then
good.
he, tried to make a couple
With
guys miss, but at that
22
point, he was
seconds to go
surrounded by
in
a
the
lot of white
first quarter,
jerseys.
the score,
It's 26-0 after that.
Capitol Hill, 0.
Great effort by Keon Holland trying to get out of there and evade all those Red Wolves on that bad hold.
So we're 2 out of 4 so far in terms of extra points. That's probably the biggest coaching thing so far I could take away, I'd say. Other than that, they've been dominant in everything else. As we'll have another scoring recap brought to you by Super Prep. What a crazy turn of events right there. They score another touchdown off of a turnover.
And I mean, it's coming off those corners. You see Sergio Laredo's trying to hit his outside receivers, just
Off his hands.
Just get some positive yards, maybe just get 3 or 4 and get out of bounds. But I mean, these corners are hungry. They smell that ball coming, and they're going to get it.
It's not really the easiest play there, but you got to catch the ball. You're going to get hit. You got to catch the ball. You got to understand that. And, that's something that they're going to look back on film, and that's a good coaching thing for them to look back on as Capitol Hill tries to improve on. I mean, there's nowhere else to go but up for Capitol Hill.
Nowhere but up, and the momentum is fully swung to these Southeast Spartans.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Capitol Hill, you probably just, hey, let's go out there, let's get a first down. Let's try to calm things down a little bit. As Hummingbird, he's going to be kicking it off here in about a second. And he lets one boot. He's going to boot one over the heads again. I don't know what they're doing with this kickoff return formation, and they're going to say it's a touchback. A little bit of a, I don't know, I think the rest kind of saved him there, but Capitol Hill is going to take over from about the 25, I believe. Well, no, 20.
And what a job by Raymond Hummingbird. I mean, coming through, the first extra point didn't work out as planned, but every single kick and extra point has been executed well. He just booted that kickoff basically in the end zone.
He'll take the touchback, I'll tell you that. Kickers love touchbacks. No return. You don't have to worry about it.
No return. There's no threat at all. The threat is the kicker.
Capitol Hill runs back onto the field, looking to get some positive momentum going, trying to sustain a drive. They've got trips receiver set to the right, no receiver to the left side, running back offset to the right. Yep. Oh. And it looks like there's going to be a timeout by Capitol Hill. They were a player short. It looks like they might have been a player short. That's why there was no receiver to the left side.
Yes, as we see a player coming in to check into the game. He's talking to his coaches, trying to figure the situation out. And Capitol Hill's trying to switch it up a little bit. They switched that trips formation from the left side to the right, trying to attack a different side of the defense.
Yeah, and, you're not going to have too much success if you don't have 11 guys on the field.
Not at all. I mean, these guys got to sharpen up. I mean, it's more than the coaching staff. We need these Red Wolves locked in. I know it's 26-0 in the first quarter, but you can't get discouraged.
You cannot get discouraged. If anything, you kind of got to rally around it. I mean, hey, we're in this hole right now. We just got to dig out of it.
And it's the first game, so you want to go out there and prove something to yourself, prove something to your coaching staff, and see what we can build upon going into week 2.
Yeah, play for the guys to the left and right of you. As Capitol Hill jogs back onto the field after talking with their coaches a little bit. They've got the single receiver to the left side, trips to the right, quarterback's in the shotgun with the running back offset to the right. They've been in this shotgun look all game, the spread look all game. And they're going to hand it off to number 7, and he's not going to be able to do anything with that as he has 2 or 3 D linemen from Southeast in the backfield already.
I mean, again, Julio Gonzalez, sophomore, getting active on that defensive line, getting through there, showing that he wants to be physical.
It's hard for Nasheed Flowers, I'm sure, to try to pick a hole, try to get something when it doesn't look like there's any type of movement Capitol Hill's way. All the movement seems to be coming from the Southeast D line. And if you're winning in the trenches, you're going to have a lot of success.
Yes, sir, and that's one of the focal points that Matt Lane wants to focus on. He wants to see his offensive line and defensive line win the line of scrimmage.
So they've got three receivers to the right in the trip set with a single receiver to the left. Sergio Loretto, the quarterback in the shotgun formation with the running back offset to the left. It's a direct snap. I'm not sure if that was planned, but Nasheed Flowers is going to maybe get back to the – he's going to lose a yard. So it's going to be third and about 14 or so from their own – what would you say that, the 16?
Yeah, about the 16, and it looks like we got a Red Wolf down.
Oh, that's going to be number 7, Nasheed Flowers. He looks like he's writhing in pain. Hopefully, it looks like an ankle injury, foot, something down there. Don't want to speculate too much, but
Looks like he's grabbing that calf area.
we hope he is all right, obviously. Hope it's nothing too serious and he can be right back out there.
And from his reaction, you could tell it's a great deal of discomfort. You got head coaches and trainers coming out to go check on him.
I guess we could break down a little bit of what's happened so far. 2 turnovers so far early in this game by Capitol Hill, and it's kind of put them in this hole where you see them down 26-0.
And on second and long, when you call a play like that where a running back's getting a direct snap, you're probably just trying to throw the defense off, stall those defenders, and just get some quick, easy yards.
So he's still out on the field.
And it doesn't look too good. He's down there shaking his head and punching the ground. Hope the best for number 7, Nasheed Flowers.
I'm sure Matt Lane's talking to his guys, telling them, hey, guys, stay locked in. We got a whole lot of game left. This game is nowhere near done.
I mean, it's a lot of game left. I mean, it's a lot of things. They have a great opportunity to work on some new things and maybe just try something new. Definitely keeping those players locked in. I see coaches talking to all the defensive 11.
I guess we can kind of keep you updated a little bit on what's going on around the state as we see Flowers get up and the crowd's going to give him some applause. He walks under his own power.
Big hand for number
Some of
7,
the other
Nasheed
things
Flowers.
are, other games going on right now. Oh, looks like we're going to have action. But we'll keep you updated on what's going around the state in terms of high school action when we get a chance. But Capitol Hill's going to jog back on the field, get to play, and hopefully they can get some positive yards.
Get some positive yards. It's a good sign seeing number 7, Nasheed Flowers, walk off the field under his own power.
3rd and 14 from about the 16-yard line. Twins to the left and twins to the right with the running back offset to the right of the quarterback in the shotgun formation. Loretto's going to look, and they're going to run a screenplay, and he's going to be speared.
The pass is
We get a ball
incomplete.
tipped. I mean, we're getting pressure from both sides of that defense. We got number 7, Maishawn Graham, coming from that side as he's always been. And then we have number 57. Got T.C. Graham coming in. I wonder if that's a relation.
It might be, and it's going to be 4th down, about 4th and, we'll say 14, from their own 16. Looks like they're going to be, I'm not sure if it's going to be a pooch punt, if they're going to go for it. They got a trip set to the left, single receiver to the right, running back offset to the left in the shotgun formation. Snaps it, and it's going to be a little bit of a pooch punt that goes about, that's going to go back. Oh, and we got a flag on the field. That punt's going to go about 0 yards, but we got a flag. It might be roughing the punter, or roughing the kicker, excuse me.
Yes, it might be, as you just follow
And
the
that's going to
play.
be a 1st down if that happens.
And as we're watching that happen, I don't know how much they've actually practiced that. It didn't seem like Sergio Loreto had too much room to even get that catch and get the punt off.
I will say that ball went straight up into the air and went back about the same distance it was kicked.
I mean, it looks like a little game of jackpot.
That is a 15-yard penalty. The ball's played
And,
about
yep, that's going to be a 1st
32-yard
down
line.
for Capitol Hill. A little bit of an undisciplined play. Maybe, didn't know the situation all the way. That's something that you don't want to do. In a game like this, it's not going to hurt you, but we get to a bigger game in the season, tighter scenario.
Yep, and that's the focal point of this first game. I mean, we want to clean everything up. I mean, alignment, penalties, and just make sure we're flying around to the football.
Laredo in the shotgun, running back offset to the right. Twin receiver set to the left and the right as well. It's going to be an inside zone handoff to number 8, and he's going to bounce it to the outside. He's not going to find any green grass, and he's going to get smacked.
Yeah, number 68 had him wrapped up there.
Number 8,
Julio Gonzalez, but we had a big
on the
hit.
carry for
Yeah,
Red Wolves.
Trayshawn Gooseby was smacked by a
No
few
gain on the
Spartans.
play. 2nd down and 10.
And it looks like they're going to get it 2nd and 10 from about the 32 when we get back. It's the end of the first quarter, 26-0, Southeast High School over Capitol Hill.
Capitol Capitol Hill 0.
Like I said,
Southeast
2nd and
26.
10 when we get back for Capitol Hill. Yeah.
Ship team, huh?
As we mentioned a little bit, you heard a little bit of it. Turned our mics on a little bit too fit, but they got some music right now that's fitting the vibe of this 72 team. They were probably wagging their finger on the disco floor to this stuff, I'm telling you.
I mean, tapping that toe.
Tapping that toe for sure. As you see, Capitol Hill right now, they got twins to the right, twins to the left. They're going to be in the shotgun pretty much all game. They were missing a right tackle, a right guard there. It's been kind of the microcosm of this game so far. There have been a guy short a lot of the time. In the shotgun, Laredo is with the running back offset to his right. Oh, it's going to be another screenplay that is going to travel nowhere. Might have gained a yard. Actually, they didn't.
The pass
Yeah,
intended for
Sergio
Bryce
Laredo looks to his right,
Michelle,
doesn't see anything, looks
incomplete.
straight to his left, first check down, but we already got a defender, Chauncey Law, ready to come clean it up for third down.
And it's going to be a 3rd and 10 from Capitol Hill's own 32-yard line. I believe the only first down they've had so far this game is from the penalty that they it had happened against them on this same drive.
I believe so, DB. We want to see them get a good, clean play off, get some positive yardage.
Twins to the right, twins to the left. Quarterback in the shotgun. Running back offset to his left. He's going to motion to the right of the quarterback. He's going to snap. Oh, bad snap. It's going to roll on him, and he's just going to go down. And the sack should get credited to who was that? Was that 58 or 67? 50.
I think we got 68 Julio Gonzalez. I mean, he's
Julio,
been flying
hey.
around out there.
Good job by Julio Gonzalez, the sophomore. I've called his name a couple times tonight, I believe.
Quite a few black jerseys around that ball carrier. Just a bad snap. Sergio Laredo, he's running around.
So it was a false start on the play. The penalty is declined. The play happened. It's going to be 4th down. 4th down and about 20 or so, I'm just going to guesstimate. They're going to be on their own 21-yard line. 4th and 20. I wonder if they'll do the pooch punt again. I'm not sure. That play did not work out, but it was nullified by the penalty. We got trips to the left, single receiver to the right, quarterback in the shotgun with the running back offset to his right. Ball is snapped. He's going to pooch punt it again. And that's going to be a better punt than last time, but there goes number 7 to receive it. Marshawn Graham. Graham's got it and he might go all the way. And he will go all the way.
Touchdown, Martin.
Marshawn Graham going all the way. We had a better execution from
we've got a Southeast player down. We've got a Southeast player down.
Chauncey Law, number 1.
You wonder if he was cracked back there. I did not see the play. I don't know if you did.
I hope not. I was sadly focused on that execution of that pooch punt, which went about pretty well. But Marshawn Graham just picks it up and he runs straight down those numbers. Comparatively
to last time, that was a way better pooch punt. They didn't get the coverage down there, and that's going to be a touchdown. It's kind of been the Graham show lately.
Big hand for number 1.
Both Graham brothers have been balling out lately in this game. The last 2 or 3 possessions, it's been kind of their show so far.
MJ and Marshawn, you can tell they've both been putting in some work together, getting ready for this season opener.
Good genes. No doubt about it. As Southeast, they might be looking for looks like they might be a player
Looks like
short.
They're waving for something.
Maybe they're looking for the kicking block. Nope. Oh, they're going to snap it with 10 on
you
the
gotta get it
field.
off.
Fire, and
Cox
they
back, he's ready to throw. And he just goes over the head of Mike Sean.
32-0. It'll stay 32-0. We're 2 for 5 so far for the extra points. You know, that's something to work on for sure going in the next week. That's going to be one of the focal points. 100%, I guarantee it. I'd put my pension that I don't have on it.
Oh, definitely. I mean, Coach Lane is definitely going to focus on that going into next week's practice because there's a lot of guys on those kicking units that aren't playing out of that starting 11. So those guys that got to be locked in and ready to run into the game when they're called.
Just another example of how good this team can be, how athletic this team is, how you know, this Southeast team really put on a show early. We were only what, about 22 seconds into the second quarter, and they've already got a touchdown on the board, man. You blink and they score. That recap. We're going to do a score recap. You know, as you saw, the younger Graham brother, Maishan, he scored the touchdown there on the punt, on the pooch punt, brought to you by Score Prep. That was good. That was good. It was a good play.
Yeah, that was great. I mean, great to see it. Like you said, it's just like a Graham show out here. Let's see. I'm looking at the sideline. It looks like our hurt Spartan Chauncey Law is back, standing on 2 feet. Talk to his teammates. Looks like he's trying to loosen up and get back out there.
I meant to correct myself. Scoring recap was brought to you by Super Prep. As we see number 22, Hummingbird, back to kick. He gives his signal. He's going to boot this one. And looks like those returners for Capitol Hill are back farther than they've been the past 2 times. He's going to reverse field, number 19. He's going to break a tackle. He's going to break another tackle, and he's going to get all the way up to the 30, 31, 32-yard line. Capitol Hill, very good play. They've had some good returns. The special teams unit, in terms of kickoff returns, they've been pretty decent in terms of the return game, as I've said.
I mean, it's a great return. He's just trying to switch side of the field, and he slips off a few defenders.
He definitely got a little bit of shake and bake to him. And they're going to need all the shake and bake they can get, as Capitol Hill's going to need some – they're going to need to start cooking with grease.
Absolutely, DB. Look for them to stick to that ground attack a little more after trying that air raid out, just to get some positive yardage.
As you can see, Capitol Hill here, they've got twin receivers set to the left and the right. The quarterback's going to be in the shotgun with the running back offset to his right. Looks like they're making some last-second audibles. There's a player for Southeast running off the field.
We're ready to go.
Looks like that was number 60 for Southeast, jogging off the field. Oh, Loretto's got the snap. He's going to fire it to his right, and it's going to be a pass broken up.
Looks like we had a few players sleep out there. We got that snap, and I just seen a jerk reaction from a lot of those players getting that ball off quick.
You know, I don't hate that play design. Sergio Loretto rolling out to his right really quick and firing it out there, trying to get something quick and easy, but an incomplete pass.
Yeah, those Spartans have been holding down that line of scrimmage, so you want to get that ball out quick because that pressure's been coming.
Capitol Hill still on that twin receiver set to both the left and right side of the field. Loretto in the shotgun with the running backs offset to his right. Oh, they're going to fake the snap, then look over to the sideline, change the play. A little bit of check with me, and they're going to have to call a timeout because that took too long.
Yeah, second timeout by the Capitol Hill Red Wolves on offense, trying to get a play.
I believe that was their final timeout, so they've already – yep, that was their final timeout. Capitol Hill has burnt through all their timeouts as we are only about 2 minutes into this second quarter, I believe. And honestly, at this point, you're just, like we've been talking about, just trying to string together good plays. You build on one play after another, you're going to have a good drive.
Yeah, but I think Capitol Hill staff is mixing it up well, calling some different plays to get these Spartans offset.
Mention the Spartans, you can hear a little bit of the student section getting a little bit loud, a little bit of thunderous. They're excited.
I mean, 32-0 in this preseason opener. They gotta be excited about what they see.
I can see it. I mean, shoot, Capitol Hill, They've got nothing to lose. They, if you were to combine the two scores from the last season, they've got the same amount they scored.
It's not pretty.
Still 0, but
It's not pretty, DB.
But hey, it can get better. That's all that matters. Capitol Hill back out there. Twin receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. The quarterback's in the shotgun with the running back offset to his right.
This looks like a different bunch formation on that trip side.
Yeah, they're going to be – that trip side is going to be on the boundary side of the field. Oh, Sergio Loretto's going to fire it out there. You got to catch that ball.
Yeah, that's a great setup. In that trips formation, you get number 32.
Number
for the
32,
Red
that's going to
Wolves.
be Elias Soudry. Soudry.
Start linebacker for him as well. I mean, great play design, good execution. We just got to get that ball. Bring it in. It just looked like it bounced right off his chest.
You know, a little bit of a focus drop, but it's the first game. You got for, a lot of coaches used to tell me that, the biggest improvement is from week 1 to week 2.
He's a linebacker, DB. He's not used to touching that ball that much.
No doubt. He's not supposed to be touching the ball that much, ideally, but they need him here tonight. It's going to be a handoff to the running back number 8, Trayshawn Gooseby, and he's got nowhere to go.
I mean, we've got number 8 for the Spartans, Noel Gutierrez. I mean, just reading that like a book, coming straight up, being physical.
Oh, and we've got the running back, Trayshawn Gooseby, for Capitol Hills, limping off the field in some pain, and he's going to lay down before he gets there. We hope it's nothing too serious and he's all right.
Let's see.
Hopefully it's just a cramp or something.
He's attempting to get up, but as he keeps trying to take his next step, he collapses back to the ground. Looks like he's in a great deal of pain.
So 9:58 left in the second quarter. It's going to be 4th and 10, 4th and 11 from about the Capitol Hill zone 31-yard line. As we've said, Capitol Hill, they just need to get some positive plays going.
I mean, and as Capitol Hill is mixing it up, I mean, we're seeing different Spartans make plays for his defense.
They've had the opportunities. They've been there. You just got to execute, There's been a few plays where the coaches have put them in the right position that, the players got to execute sometimes.
Yes, sir. It's all about effort and execution. It's the first game.
And as you hear that Southeast crowd roaring, how could you not be roaring? It's 32-0. It's a good Friday night in Oklahoma City. The sky is pretty tonight.
Got that sunset coming in. Beautiful sunset.
Capitol Hill gonna partake back in the game after kind of getting coached up by their coaches. Maybe a little bit of a talk about what we're gonna do here on the pooch punt.
4th and 11 for
as we've got trips receivers to the left side of the field, single receiver to the right, quarterback's in the shotgun with the running back off to his left, and they're gonna do a rugby punt, and it's gonna get blocked. And it's going to be picked up by the big boy. Oh, what a play.
Yeah, they're going to try to run a fake, and they peel out. But number 60 for the
Number
Spartans.
59, Joseph Nguyen, the senior. He's leading by example, no doubt. What a great play. That's an all-around just effort play by that defense to just not quit on it.
Number 60 by the Spartans. Man, I wish I had his name on this roster right now, but what a play. Coming in, he's not falling for the fake. Punter rolls out. He comes in. Great use of his arm to knock that ball out.
As you mentioned, it was a great team play at number 60 and number 59 just working together there, and it's going to be a short field for this Spartan offense, and they honestly don't need it.
I mean, think about what Coach Lane is thinking right now. I mean, all
He's
these
licking
great
his
drives.
chops.
He's got great field placement. I mean, let's see if we can do something with this first play.
It's going to be twins to the left, twins to the right. The quarterback, Michael Graham, looking off to the sideline.
Got a substitution.
Number 57 is going to sub in at right tackle. Number 4, Rodney Fields, is going to be the up back. And it's going to be a handoff to Rodney Fields. He's going to take that up the field. 5, touchdown, Spartans.
And again, Rodney Fields is going in there untouched. I mean, he's lined up right behind that tackle, and he comes in motion with the jet, and he's just straight in the end zone. Not touched by a single Capitol Hill Red Wolf.
I mean, when have we not mentioned his name? I think every 2-3 minutes his name has been said on this broadcast.
I mean, you got to think about it with his skill set. I mean, the speed, the strength,
he's
the elusiveness.
Such a physical runner, too. He was not, he was running up the field right there. There was just really no one around there. He was looking for some contact.
Yeah, I've had a great cut to just get that last plant, run it straight up the hash for the easy touchdown.
And as we could say, the biggest thing for Southeast tonight is trying to get the snap to the holder. Hummingbird awaits the snap. Oh, it's a little bit high. They're going to run a fake. Scrambling to his right. He's going to make a guy miss. And he's going to get swarmed by a group of Capitol Hill defenders.
And they were in this same predicament. They run the same thing this time. It looks like they run it on purpose. You got number 3 for the Spartans, Keanu Holland, rolling out to get that pass off to number 2, Carmelo Bullock.
And it's going to stay 38-0 Southeast. They're going to not execute on another extra point attempt, but honestly, that's small potatoes compared to their counterpart, but we're going to have another scoring recap.
I mean, hey, DB, once you muff one of those holds, I mean, why not try a fake? See what you got. You're already up 38-0.
You kind of want to put stuff on film, you know. You want people to prepare for that kind of things, and we'll do a super prep scoring recap on that play. It was a one-play drive, started from about the, what would you say, like the 11, the 12-yard line, in Capitol Hill territory. Rodney Fields Jr. takes the handoff, and the rest is history. He scored there on the Super Prep scoring recap.
I mean, just great play design, great job by Coach Lane, and just great execution by that offense as a whole. Got that toe tap going again with that YMCA.
Yep,
They're
you
trying to
hear
get
it.
that championship team
What was
moving.
that, the Village people? Got a little bit of Village people tonight. We're vibing out here in Oklahoma City.
Especially if you're a Southeast Spartan, you're vibing
If
at
you
a
remember,
high frequency.
If you remember your glory days and you graduated in '72, you're vibing right now.
If you're listening to our stream, please come out if you're not already out here. I mean, it's just a great environment for these Spartans. Head coach Matt Lane coming in for his first year, making a statement, 38 to zip, excuse me.
Hummingbird kicks that one off. It's going to be returned by Capitol Hill. He's got a little bit of room to run. Did the ball come out? Looks like they're going to rule him down. Good return. They've had good returns all night. Number 8, Trayshawn Gooseby, the injury must have not been that severe for him. He's right back out there. We'd love to see that. Still out there kicking and playing. But what do you know, Capitol Hill, really their positives tonight has been their special teams in terms of their kickoff return unit.
I mean, that's something you still have to be excited about. I mean, you have to take the small victories. I mean, that kicking game is a big implement of winning a game. So you want to focus on that kicking game and getting positive yards.
3 phases of the game. 3 phases of the game, offense, defense, and special teams. And they even say there's a 4th one, the fans.
And the fans are doing their part tonight.
Oh, no doubt. As Capitol Hill looks off to the sideline to get the play, they're checking with their coach. Twins to the left, twins to the right in the shotgun formation with the running back offset to the right. Sergio gets it. He's going to hand it off to Gooseby. Gooseby, he's going to be hit by number 2, Carmelo Bullock. We've been calling his name a lot tonight. He's a long, rangy player. He's going sideline to sideline.
Long, rangy guy. I mean, he's just quick off the snap. I mean, long. Look at his measurables. I mean, it was just only a matter of time before he came and made that play.
As Capitol Hill not going to huddle here. They're going to get the checking with me on the sideline. Their coaches are signaling their plays. Quarterback looks at the wristband. He's commanding the offense right now. Twins to the left and twins to the right. They kind of base out of that twins left, twins right. Running back offset to the quarterback's left in the shotgun. Sergio Loretto
Like
waiting to snap. Oh, and the ball's going to go past him. Bad snap, and he's going to have to fall on it at the Capitol Hill 25. They're on 25. It's going to be 3rd and 25 or so at their own 25-yard line.
And DB, I'm seeing a lot of these big guys getting after it. I mean, you see bad snaps. They're taking advantage of every opportunity given. I mean, they're just surrounding that football.
Just off of just looks alone, Capitol Hill's really only got one sizable lineman. That's going to be Jaquavion Pope. I believe I'm saying that right, at 6'5", 290. So Capitol Hill kind of lacking in terms of the size up front. But Capitol Hill going to hope to change the narrative here as they have twin receivers set to the left and right in the shotgun formation with the running back offset to his right. Sergio Loretto waiting the snap. It's going to be another bad snap. He's got to run and get that one, and he's going to make 3 linemen miss. Sergio Loretto, he makes nothing out of nothing. They don't gain a yard.
Keon Holland just comes to clean it up. Like I said, we got some of those big guys coming in to make the play, but we got to avoid those arm tackles. We got to come, set our feet to balance, and wrap them up.
Looks like Maishan, I hope I'm saying that correctly, Graham is back to return the punt. If they do another pooch punt, which I'm guessing they do. I guess they do not practice a regular punt formation at Capitol Hill.
That's a good suggestion, DB. You might as well put that in. I mean, I know it's great to throw some defenses off, but I mean, in a game like this, you might as well go for the traditional punt and get the best field position possible.
That's a block punt. It's still a live ball. Number 8's got it. Noel Gutierrez, he's going to go to the left. 20, 15, he's going to get slung to about the 12, 13-yard line of Capitol Hill, and he's going to get up and say something to that guy.
Great block by number 13.
But it's an overall good play. Good heads-up play by Noel Gutierrez. He doesn't hear the whistle, and he keeps on going. You got to play to the echo of the whistle.
Check that, make the 14-yard line.
And that's going to be that's going to set up for a Spartan red zone attempt at about the Capitol Hill 14-yard line. And second quarter they've had a frequency of setting Southeast up with shorter fields to work with, and when you have so much talent, and you're going to capitalize on the mistakes and also the coaching to go with that, though.
I mean, yeah, again, Coach Lane is just licking his chops, getting his first play off inside of that 20, just inside of that 15. Let's look for number 9, LaDainian Fields' number to get called.
Looks like Southeast going to have twins to the left, twins to the right in the shotgun formation with the running back off to his left. Graham's going to snap it. He's going to get the ball. He's going to look. He's firing a nice one.
I mean, he gets
is that a touchdown?
It's that easy. LaDainian
They're going to rule that a touchdown. Oh, my gosh. LaDainian Fields. What a catch. What a throw and catch, really. Perfect ball. Perfect catch. Both of these guys are putting on a show. If there's any college coaches out here, you might want to follow these guys on Twitter.
Might want to follow them on Twitter. Chop it up with them after the game. Give them their business card. Give them that follow on Twitter.
Yeah, make sure to introduce yourself to one. There's a lot of players on the field right now that are balling out, but just mainly, right now, highlighting those two guys. They've been a force tonight, no question about it. LaDainian Fields doing it on both sides of the ball. Really, both of them doing it on both sides of the ball, honestly.
Yeah, we finally get a target for LaDainian Fields on the offensive side of the ball. Of course, they've been dominating on defense, but it's good to see his number get called.
Ooh, the extra point is no good. This time they get the snap, but it's going to be kicked directly into the snapper. It's going to stay 44-0. 5:55 left in the second quarter. We'll do a little bit of a scoring recap on that play brought to you by Super Prep, excuse me. And it was a one play, one touchdown. LaDainian Fields, one target as a receiver, one touchdown. One catch, one touchdown. I think you'd take that if this was fantasy football.
Oh, definitely, DB. And I've been watching a little film, so I was like, man, let's key in on number 9. Let's see what he can do.
As you can hear the foot stomping music, the finger waggling. YMCA, it's back.
One thing to focus on, though, for these Southeast Spartans, they got to clean it up on that extra point unit. Yes, they've had some muffs holds, and we had one attempt for a fake, but we got to clean it up overall because it looks like they just wanted the simple, clean-cut extra kick.
No, I agree 100%. As far as Capitol Hill, it's really just not turning the ball over, and they've really been shooting themselves in the foot in terms of having to take early timeouts, not getting the guys on the field. And I mean, when you're playing a really good team, your mistakes are going to be highlighted just X amount. So
you're absolutely right, DB. For you to use all your timeouts and still have almost 6 minutes left in the second quarter, I mean, you just got to tighten it up on offense. Let's see him go out there and attempt to get a first down.
Looks like Hummingbird's going to get the kickoff here for Southeastern. Excuse me. And it's going to go to Capitol Hill, number 8, I believe. Is that Gooseby? Goosby's got it. He's going to get tackled at about the 34-yard line. And as we've mentioned before, Capitol Hill, not too bad in terms of the kickoff return game. They've had pretty sizable returns. That's really the biggest positive you can come away with so far in today's game in terms of Capitol Hill's perspective is the kickoff return game has been a very good thing for them tonight.
Very good. Trayshawn Gooseby getting that ball up to about the 34-yard line. That's about a good return. That's a great return anywhere.
And as you mentioned, Capitol Hill's going to start at the 34-yard line 1st and 10 to go with 5:19 left. And, you know, Sergio Loretto, as the quarterback, you got to rally your guys. And I'm sure, you know, he's not the first. I'm not the first person to say that. And he's got to get these guys kind of locked in at halftime. The coach does too, but, you know, it's different hearing it from the players' perspective. And Sergio Loretto commanding the offense right now. He's got trips receivers to the left, a single receiver to the right, out of the shotgun with the running back offset to his left. Going to be a handoff to Gooseby, and an outside run's going to just go about 9-10 yards backwards. As Southeast they're just balling out of control.
I mean, that's just T.C. Graham reading it, flying off his key, and just making that play. He gets an arm. He's reaching at him, too.
Oh, yeah.
Down. I mean, that's a big guy.
He's a strong guy doing that. And Capitol Hill, they're going to have to stay strong here, stay positive as they're going through it right now offensively. As they're looking at the sideline here in the shotgun formation. Running back offset to the right. Nope, he's going to be even to the right of the quarterback. Twins to the left and right. Sergio Loretto gets the snap. It's a little high. It's going to be another outside handoff, and Gooseby has nowhere to go.
And again, number 57, T.C. Graham reading it like a book. I mean, that football, it just looks like a plate of hot chicken. He's ready to eat it up.
The loss takes the ball back.
Hey, you wouldn't believe it yesterday. I was at KFC, and they ran out of biscuits.
KFC, we got to do better.
Yeah, exactly. KFC on Penn. I didn't mean to call no one out, but the biscuits were not there yesterday. But I digress. Capitol Hill, they're looking for their own biscuit. They're trying to get a first down. About 3rd and 24. They've got twin receivers to the left and twin receivers to the right. Out of the shotgun. Yeah, they love being based out of twins on both sides. They've got the running back to the right of the quarterback, even with the quarterback. It's a good snap here. Loretto, it's a screen play. Oh, it's picked off. It's going to get picked after a tip. Wow. And we're trying to get a number. I believe that was number 14, Junior Bonilla.
Number 14, Bonilla on the interception.
Interception, that's going to set up another short field for Southeast offense to go to work, and maybe we'll see another one-play, one-touchdown drive.
And, man, I wish I had a name for number 60, but he goes out there and tips that football. Way to make another play, and he's gritty into the sideline. He's feeling it.
Look, number 60 has the number on the roster. No name, though, so we'll call him the Enigma.
We'll get you updated next week, number 60. Way to go out there and make a play.
He really is earning a name for himself. The Enigma out there doesn't have a name. He's just balling, just a jersey number. No name. He don't need it. He's just a gritty guy like that. But we're going to see Southeast go to work on offense again. Twin receivers to the right.
Thank you. Okay. Oh, you need it back right now?
Twins receivers to the right, twins receivers to the left. It's going to be a motion handoff to number 1, Chauncey. And he's going to run to a guy. It's a touchdown. A physical run right there. Really an exclamation point on what's been going on this half.
Physical is right, DB. As he just looks, it's an easy walk in the end zone, but way to make contact with that corner.
He didn't need to run him over, but he had to run him over to send a message. I'm a fan of that mentality. Southeast football fans are a fan of that mentality. Chauncey Law he's bringing the law tonight, I'll tell you that.
Oh, yes, sir. Chauncey Law is laying down the law.
On the football field, he is a fan of law and order on the football field. Let's get it. As Southeast, they're going to look to make it 51 with the extra point here. And the extra point's up, and it's going to split the upright. So,
and
hey.
Point after is good.
Great rotation on that kick.
The whole 7 points this time.
Yes, sir. We got it. We finally got a good kick, good extra point. Great kick by Hummingbird.
What a drive. Scoring recap brought to you by Super Prep. What is there to say? Chauncey Law, again, a touchdown. Again, that's the scoring recap. He scored again.
I hate to say it, but we said in the first quarter, it's 51-0 before halftime. They're trying to break that 82-0 threshold.
And they're getting very close. I wonder Do they call the dogs off at some point? Are we already asking that question in the second quarter? When are they going to call the dogs off?
I mean, we got a lot of clean jerseys. I expect some substitutions to come in, see some different guys coming in, getting opportunities to make the play.
No doubt. Everyone should get to play tonight. This is one of those games where you want to see everyone get reps on film so you can coach it up and just, really just improve everyone with a big lead like this. Why not? As Capitol Hill runs onto the field to return this kickoff. This kickoff return unit has been used a lot tonight. As Hummingbird back to kick off to Capitol Hill. And your Southeast crowd is pretty happy, as Happy by Pharrell is playing in the background.
And happy is the way to describe how these Southeast Spartans feel. We get a good kick.
Ooh, it's going to be a kick from this. It's going to be returned by number 19. And he's going to get tackled about the Capitol Hill 24-25-yard line. So that Southeast defense is going to go back to work.
Christian Graves on the return for the Red Wolves.
And again, good field position by the Southeast defense. You got him pinned in by that 25.
First down and 10.
Let's see Capitol Hill's offense go to work.
And maybe we'll see Capitol Hill kind of change it up.
Yeah, we want to see some different looks. We've been seeing a lot of that twins formation.
We've been seeing a lot of twin receivers set to both sides, the left and the right. And we've seen a lot of an unbalanced look with 3 receivers to the right or single one to the left. I kind of want to see something different. But Capitol Hill, they've got looks like they're going to be in the shotgun. The running back offset to the left. It's going to be Gooseby back there. They've got trips to the right. That's going to be the boundary side, and single receiver to the left field side.
Let's look for that bubble again on that trips formation side.
Quarterback Loretto gets the snap. And, oh, no, it's not. It's not a good snap. It's going to roll back there.
Bad snap
And the running back, number 8, Trayshawn Gooseby, picks it up.
Yeah, Gooseby has to fall on it. And they've probably have lost about 50 yards just on bad snaps alone tonight. Maybe 60.
Got to get those snaps together. I mean, that's where it all starts, DB. I mean, you can't get a playoff without a snap.
Have to get the snap. That's one of the most integral parts of the game of football. The ball has to be snapped effectively to the quarterback. Capitol Hill's going to look to work on that in the second half a little bit, get it cleaned up a little bit. Giving away free yards out there. But Capitol Hill getting lined up here, trips to the right, single receiver to the left. Quarterback's in the shotgun with the running back offset to his left. And Loretto's awaiting the snap. It's going to be a handoff to Goolsby. He's going to try to run outside, and they've tried to do that all night, and there's been guys there.
Number 4, Rodney Fields, just coming through to clean it up. He's taking no mercy.
No gain. Check that. A loss of 5 on the play. Ball's placed at the 10-yard line and brings up a 3rd down and 25 yards to go for the Red Wolves.
Capitol Hill, it's going to be about 3rd and about 25 from about their own 10-yard line. They might just let this clock run out and take it to the half.
And it'd be wise to do so.
Lick their wounds and kind of regroup.
A lot to be happy about if you're a Southeast Spartan and Coach Lane in your debut, 51-0 going into halftime.
In terms of Capitol Hill, though, if you want to, or both sides really, they have to know that you come out in the second half, no matter what that scoreboard says, it's 0-0.
You're right, DB. I mean, that's the mentality. It's the first game of the season. I know it's 51-0.
Yep.
It could go either way tonight. We got a lot of time left.
And that one's going to be this one's going to halftime, excuse me. Southeast up 51-0 on Capitol Hill. Yes, you heard it here correctly, 51-0 in the first half. They're looking to score more than 82, what they did last season. Halftime is going to be sponsored by SSM Health St. Anthony Hospital. At SSM Health, our clinic and staff is here for all your orthopedic and common sports-related injuries. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We provide high-quality health care with increased convenience for your family. We have innovative technology, personalized treatment, and convenient locations. We are SSM Health in St. Anthony.
Oklahoma City. I'm Miles Perry, and I want you to tune into my show, Super Prep Live. Super Prep Live takes an in-depth look at the Oklahoma high school student athlete and what makes he or she become great at what they do. Super Prep Live can be heard on OKC's CBS Sports Radio 105.3 and Instagram Live. Make sure you tune in and learn about the next great student athlete on Super Prep Live with me, Miles Perry.
Injuries don't wait for business hours. Now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Scoring in the first and second quarters, and the Bulldogs scoring in the third quarter. This game went down to the final play. The Bulldogs threw a pass into the Spartan end zone that fell incomplete, allowing these young men right here to clinch their first and only state championship. Give them a big hand. Thank you. The coaches and players that are here tonight, we're glad to have you. We're glad to have you out to support the young Spartans and these a little bit older Spartans. We're going to introduce coaches first. Coach Joe Poslick, step out. There you go. Coach Jack Miller. Jack Miller is he here? There you go. Thank you. All right. Larry Nation, step out. There you go. All right. Manager Ken Morris. There you go. All right, how about Michael Wolf's branch up there in the stands? Give him a big hand. Stand up, Mike. Can you stand up? There you go. That's the coach right there, retired. Okay. Now the players from 1972, all-state champions from Southeast High School. Chuck Allen. Mike Anderson. Jeff Brown, representing him is his sister, Terry Brown Hudson. Mike Doss. Bill Graham. Okay. Ken Hess. Randy Liston. Mary King. Rick McGee, Billy Mays, best quarterback ever from Southeast almost, Chuck Page, Eddie Porter of the famous Porter family, Jim Reagan, the voice of the Durant Dragons, or whatever they are. Jim Rice. Joe Solomon. Hold on just a minute. Earl Stillman. Kent Taylor. Kurt Taylor. Carl Woodward. Larry Griffith. All right, also attending tonight, a couple of the cheerleaders from that year, Cindy Brown Cade, Sandra Troy Fielder, and, yeah, don't do that, no further. Paul Porter. Did I miss anybody? All right. Give these big and a big round of applause for the 1972 Spartan State Championship football team. No, hold off now. You guys get together for a picture. Thank you guys for showing up tonight. We appreciate your support for the young Spartans and the older Spartans. Thank everybody. Appreciate you. Congratulations, you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for your Southeast Cheer Squad.
And we are back. See a little bit of the cheer squad, pom squad doing their thing.
They've been out there practicing too, DB. It's week time. Thank you.
Southeast High School, 51-0 over Capitol Hill.
Looks like we got some fellas out there too.
You gotta have representation.
Gotta.
Representation is key.
And we just missed the 1972 Class A, 3A, championship Southeast team walk off after being honored at halftime.
Yeah, we got to see them get honored, get their due justice, get their recognition that they deserve. In terms of the current Southeast Spartans, they're playing a phenomenal game. Couldn't have scripted it any better.
I agree, DB. I mean, we're hitting on all cylinders, offense and defense. Special teams got to clean some stuff up on that extra kick unit, but other than that, we're rolling.
And in terms of Capitol Hill, they've got to be really enthused about their kickoff return. There's really the only positive I can see, I'm going to be honest.
Enthused, but I mean, you got to think about it. Coming out from that second half, that's an easy way to get some momentum, getting a great return.
Yeah, exactly. I believe their coach is, you got to stay positive. 51-0. This is not something that's, going to be easy to come back from. It's not something, you got to take it a play at a time, drive at a time, do your job, do your 1/11th. As you see the girls and ladies, or ladies and gentlemen, doing their thing out there, I should say. Showing their school spirit.
Definitely doing so, DB. I wouldn't know what to do with a set of pom-poms.
I'm going to be honest, bro. I ain't never danced competitively like that.
DB, I don't even dance at home. I'm not going to lie to you, man. Not a dancer.
Shoot. Me either. I'm more of a, I watch it.
Definitely got to get in that ballroom, DB. You never know, man.
Oh, you know, shoot, they're going to be calling me Twinkle Toes once I take a ballroom class. I might be on Dancing with the Stars, bro.
Hey, man, you never know, man.
And Matt Lane, I mean, he really can't script it any better. You're up 51-0. Probably hoping deep down. He doesn't care that much, I bet, but he's probably hoping deep down they can keep the goose egg. As you can see, the Palm squad finishing up. Good performance by them.
Great job.
I'm sure we'll see more of them throughout the year.
Definitely looking forward to it. But like you said, Coach Matt Lane's definitely got to be excited. He's got to be licking his chops. But that goose egg on the scoreboard, he definitely wants to keep that. I mean, that's just the biggest exclamation mark you can make.
Exactly.
Your debut.
I mean, you start your first game here and you get a shutout and you blow out a team like this. Not to say, you know, a shutout would be great. Blowing a team out's good. But a W is a W at the end of the day. 1 point, 1,000 points. It doesn't matter how much you win by if you got the W by your name.
Exactly. And I don't want to bring more overcast over these Capitol Hill Red Wolves, but 51-0. I mean, you want to see these Red Wolves come out and just give maximum effort, fly around, be physical, and just shake up the Spartans. Get something.
That's really all you're looking for, I would imagine, is you just want your guys to go out there, play hard, and play to the guys to the left and right of them. At this point, don't play for me as a coach. That's what I would be saying. Don't play for me. Play for your teammates to the left and right, because those are the guys that matter at the end of the day. And you got to play for your school. You know, play for pride at the end of the day. You don't want to leave it at. You don't want to leave it 51-0 or worse. You want to get a touchdown or you put something on the board, right?
Exactly, DB. I mean, it's the season opener. I mean, they've worked so hard in the spring and the summer. I'm sure they've got to come out here in the second half and prove something to themselves that they can carry upon into their next week.
Look, we're just. As in terms of Capitol Hill, I'm sure they're talking to themselves. They're going, look, we're looking for a first down. Let's string together some plays positively, because they've had a couple positive plays on offense. Most of the time, it's been self-inflicted wounds, bad snaps, balls over their head, balls on the ground, or bad blocking up front. And those are all things that you can coach up, but it's probably frustrating a little bit in terms of the running back there or the quarterback. They really don't have any time to do anything.
I mean, absolutely, DB. I mean, it's just about execution. I want to see the offensive play caller continue to mix it up. They ran a majority of twins, and then they began to run. They started to run a trips formation to the boundary side, and they got a bubble screen off, but we just didn't get a catch. And these snaps, we gotta maybe run some under center and just switch it up, a little I formation.
Yeah,
pound it.
they've been in the same formation pretty much the whole game. It's either been twins on both sides of the field in the shotgun. That's really been it, with the running back offset to the left or right. You really, they need to do some type of different thing. It's been that, or it's been the trio offset, through receivers to one side and single receiver to the other. So it's not been a lot of variety play-wise, a lot of screens, a lot of runs to the outside where no one's blocking, because there's not enough of their guys are out there. I'd like to see him running the ball inside. Wouldn't you see, try to establish a run game, even though the score wouldn't maybe make you think you should run the ball.
Yeah, I mean, on high school, yes, it's an open playing field, but I mean, you want to establish that run before you can establish that pass and start mixing in some plays. So we want to see the offense continue to expand what they're doing.
I agree with you, and like I mentioned earlier, this halftime is brought to you by SSM Health, St. Anthony Hospital. At SSM Health, our clinic and staff is here for all your orthopedic and common sports-related injuries. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, we provide high-quality health care with increased convenience for your family. We have innovative technology, personalized treatment, and convenient locations. We are SSM Health in St. Anthony. And you can hear it a little bit here, the crowd, the Southeast crowd, wanting their Spartans to keep on rocking the Capitol Hill Red Wolves. A little bit of Queen, a little bit of Freddie Mercury tonight. He's probably smiling somewhere in his grave.
Somewhere. I mean, you talk about a song that's lived on and on. That's one of the first songs I could even put to memory, DB.
I would honestly have to agree with you. plenty of times on the bus as a kid, like first grade, second grade. A lot of chants are started on buses, and that was one of them sometimes. And it's just a song that has lived on and lived on.
I mean, it's just a spark for that camaraderie for your team. I mean, I hope the Capitol Hill Red Wolves can hear this and they're making some noise in that locker room. Just building up that juice and momentum to go out here and show this crowd something.
I agree 100%. We need to see signs of life from the Capitol Hill Red Wolves. But in terms of their defense, I mean, Capitol Hill, they haven't played bad on defense. A lot of times they've been shortchanged a little bit by their offense or the special teams in terms of not gaining yards or having a really bad play and, you know, such special teams mishaps. And they've got to defend 10 yards or 15 yards, and that's not the easiest spots to be in.
I mean, it's just a big play factor, DB. You got to think about it off of those 2 turnovers that Southeast went in and brought back in the end zone. I mean, it's just off a bad tip, and then a guy just read it like a book, and he basically ran the route.
Yeah, it's been a lot of just inflicted wounds on the offense that have just but at the same time, give credit where it's due. The Southeast defense has been flying around the football. They've been, you know, swarming ball carriers. They've been dominating the line of scrimmage, and their plan for success, it's working. So why do anything different?
Absolutely. Matt Lane is one of the focal points of his team on both sides of the ball. Is physicality, and we've seen it tonight. I mean, just overall effort. I mean, this guy's out here just emptying the tank. I'm always seeing a guy flying to the football, if not a swarm.
And, you know, we talked a little bit to Matt Lane, and he talked about, you know, going to Union and talking with Coach Frederick there and kind of seeing how they do things. And, he viewed a few other schools, but just to name Union as one that everyone knows, and he went to see how they did it, and he's kind of emulating that to a certain extent, while also keeping it his own. And, you know, you got to love coaches like that are, you know, want to pick off from different programs. And, you know, that's how you learn. That's how you build. You take things from different people and you apply it yourself. So shout out to him. But we've got some scores across 5A. Blanchard up 13-0. Hilldale up 30-0 on Edison Prep. Guthrie up 35-0 against Woodward. Broken Bow up 17-0 against Durant. Sapulpa up 12-0 against Tahlequah, 12-7 against Tahlequah. Sapulpa is up. Hall up 2-0 against Will Rogers in a low-scoring game. We've got our score 51-0 Southeast up on Capitol Hill. Grove, Oklahoma up on Miami, Oklahoma 21-14 at the half. Ada up 14-0 against Ardmore. Bishop McGinnis up 26-7 at the half against Clinton. Elgin and Anadarko tied at 14. Skiatook and Glenpool tied at 14. Nathan Hale and East Central 33-6 East Central. Collinsville up 20-7 against Oologah. Cash is up 23-3 against Altus. Bartlesville up 6-3 against Claremore. Coweta up 6-0 against Wagner. Piedmont up 28-8 against El Reno. Lawton MacArthur up 16-3 against Lawton Eisenhower. Midwest City up 19-14 against Carl Albert. Del City up 20-0 against Booker T. Washington. Rogers up 14-7 against Bishop Kelly. Lawton up 63-20 against Duncan. And yeah, that's pretty much all we got for the 5A action right now.
That's a way to sneak in your alma mater, Union.
You know, I snuck it in a little bit. Had to. You know, we're the Red Hawks now. We used to be a name that should not be mentioned.
Right.
But shoot, Red Hawks, and we're flying.
And another school that's had to change their name from its traumatic history attached to it. We got the Capitol Hill Red Wolves.
Yeah, another school. As we mentioned, the Capitol Hill Red Wolves, they used to be something different. We also have the Union Red Hawks. They used to be named something different. So a little bit of equality and a little bit of acceptance of the past is happening all around Oklahoma, and you love to see that.
And you're seeing it really across all sports, DB. I mean, you've seen the Cleveland Major League Baseball team change their name.
Which
DC
I personally, to interject, I was more of a fan of the Cleveland being called the Cleveland Spiders, like they used to be in the 1920s, not the Cleveland Guardians, but take what we can get.
I mean, it would have been great. I mean, history is rich. I mean, you love to see it come back around.
Exactly, and there's a little bit of Jackson 5 in the background. I love Little Mike, as they would say in Longest Yard. I love Little Michael. As we're waiting here for the second half to get kicked off, we got 30 seconds or so left of halftime. Like I mentioned, Southeast up 51-0 on Capitol Hill, awaiting the second half kickoff. Okay.
This is how we do it.
Okay,
Montel
hey.
Jordan is letting the people know how Southeast Spartans get down. This is how they do it.
Montel Jordan, he was a one-hit wonder, wasn't he?
Hey, pretty much.
But hey, you gotta love it. He's still making racks off of that song.
Shout out to Montel Jordan.
Get paid, my man. And it's pumping up the Southeast kickoff unit. We see a few guys jumping up and down. They're probably ready to get this one going.
We're seeing more communication from this Capitol Hill return team. Let's see if we see something new here.
Looks like Capitol Hill, they've had an extra guy. Are they swapping a guy?
That seems to be what the conversation was about.
Oh, yep. They had too many men on the field. So number 22, Hummingbird's going to get it started for Southeast. He's going to kick it off to Capitol Hill's returner, number 19. He's going to take it to the left. He's going to go up the middle of the field. He's going to find his way getting tackled on the 25-yard line of Capitol Hill on the left hash. Or believe me, the 26, excuse me.
He found a pretty good crease there, DB. Like you said, I mean, they got to keep building on the momentum that they've established from their kicking game.
Like we've mentioned, they have done a very good job in terms of the kickoff return game. They've set up good returns. They've had good blocking, and they've really given their offense good field position. But Capitol Hill getting ready for offense as their personnel jogs out on the field. They're looking for the play call.
Looks like we got a few subs on that Spartan D-line. Going to get some new ball players out here making plays.
Capitol Hill's going to have trips receivers to the left, single receiver to the right. So they're still in kind of a trio offset formation in the shotgun with the running back to the left.
Same formation, DB.
Ooh, kind of a bad snap, but they're going to get it to him, and it's going to be positive yardage. His helmet is going to pop off, and there's going to be a flag on the field.
There is a flag on the play.
Not sure if it's going to be on the hit or if something else happened. But honestly, a good play for Capitol Hill. It went forward.
And it still looks like number 8, Trayshawn Gooseby, is still experiencing a little bit of discomfort. He's still got that limp going on.
But
his injury in the second quarter.
He's a baller. He's a player. He's a baller. He feels the adrenaline.
Signal is a face mask.
And you know what? Oh, he's going down, actually. It's going to be a face mask penalty against our Southeast Spartans. And, you know, I guess two of the biggest things they need to work on, Southeast, in terms of that is penalties. They've committed a lot of penalties tonight. And their special teams in terms of their kicking unit, in terms of extra points.
Yeah, we've got some new players. We've got some fresh legs in the game. So, again, this first game of the season, so we're going to see some of those jitters.
And it's going to be an injury timeout. Trayshawn Gooseby is going to be laying on the field. Looks like his coaches told him to get down because if you fall on the ground, it's an automatic stoppage of play. Might as well have a natural timeout that way.
Hey, great coaching by Capitol Hill staff.
Hey, the coaching is there, you know, and this is a young team, as we mentioned before. This is a very young team. They had 10 freshmen starting for their team last year, only one senior, so a lot of youth all over the place.
A lot of youth and a lot of things to grow upon. Like you said, we only had one senior on this team last year, so we got a lot of kids that are going to continuously come back.
So, you know, I hate to say it, but a lot of these Capitol Hill guys, you know, the seniors on this team don't want to hear that, but this is a team that might be getting better with each game. They might not like the results of most of the games this season, but they're going to be a very veteran-laden group the next 2 seasons.
Absolutely.
But Capitol Hill, they're going to run back onto the field. They've got the trio receiver set to the left, single receiver to the right, quarterback's in the shotgun with the running back offset to his right. The snap's a little off-kilter to his left, and I don't think that was a design quarterback run, but he will make it back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be second and 10 from Capitol Hill's own 43-yard line.
And we see they're still running that trips formation to the boundary side. I want to see how they're going to try to variate this play.
Yes, me too, and they're still in the same formation, the trio offset formation with 3 receivers to the left, single receiver to the right, quarterback in a shotgun, running back to his right. Better snap. He's going to sling it out to that 3 receiver side, and number 32, that one's going to hit him in the wrong place, the hands. Elias Sudri is going to drop that one.
And again, that linebacker getting another target. He's got to get used to that ball coming if he's going to play both sides.
And, you know, usually most linebackers I've played against or for, they got good hands. So I want to say maybe it's a concentration thing. He just, you know, needs to focus in a little bit more. But I digress. They're going to be in the same formation, trio offset, 3 receivers to the left, single receiver to the right, quarterback in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off to the running back, and the running back might have gained a yard.
I mean, that's the biggest running lane we've seen so far tonight from the Capitol Hill DB.
I want to say the longest run for Capitol Hill tonight is 2 yards.
Positive yardage.
And that's one's going to get back to the line of scrimmage that last play, so it's going to set up a 4th and 10. Capitol Hill will more than likely punt out of a pooch punt. We have not seen them go into a conventional or a college spread punt formation at all. They're going to stay in the trio receiver to the left, single receiver to the right, quarterback in the shotgun. He's going to scramble to his left and rugby punt it, and it's not going to go anywhere. It's going to get returned by one of the defensive linemen from Southeast, and he's going to get a return to about the Capitol Hill 40. About
smart play.
5-yard return or so.
Seems like last time on that pooch punt on the failed attempt, it seems like some of the players really didn't know what to do with that ball.
I want to say that the quarterback punted it with his left foot, but we've been seeing him punt it with his right foot. So I'm a little confused, but at the same time, that play is in the past. Southeast is on offense now.
Right, but I mean, at this point in the game, if you want to come make a comeback, make a splash, you got to go with a conventional punt just to try to get some better field position.
Personally, I'd just go for it. If might as well just go for it. If, why even do the pooch punt? But they don't pay me to coach. They pay me to talk.
Not yet, DB.
As you see Coach Matt Lane talking to his offensive group, they're huddled around him as they take the field. Looks like we've got a few reserves in the game.
And it looks like we got a substitution at quarterback.
Yep. Looks like we're going to have twin receivers set to the left, single receiver to the right. The quarterback's going to be in shotgun with an up back to his left. They're going to roll out to the left. Quarterback is going to take that he's going to take it all the way. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. That was going to be, was that Tate Bullock?
It's Ariante Bullock. It might be his brother.
Wow. What a play. And that was just speed down the sideline. He saw daylight, and he was gone. About a 30-yard touchdown run? Maybe a 40-yard touchdown run.
Really displayed that speed as he got to that 2nd and 3rd level.
No one touched him. The only person who was touching him was the air, as he was untouched, unscathed, into the end zone for a Southeast touchdown. They're going to hope that they can get this extra point knocked in to make it a 58-0 game. Probably the biggest thing that they're probably harping on tonight is, can we get the snap for this extra point?
You're absolutely right, DB. Let's see what this special teams unit has to offer for this extra point.
Looks like the kicker, Hummingbird, is awaiting the snap, the signal from the holder. Holder looks, he wants it, snaps to him. Good snap, kick is up, and it's good. 58-0, looks like the halftime talk worked. Southeast coming out here, swinging already. Scoring recap brought to you by Super Prep. What a play by the backup quarterback.
I mean, only one play. I mean, he came in, he knows he has to be the general of this offense, and he was ready to go.
And what a good way to be the general of the offense. You lead by example. Hey, come follow me. Kind of how the old generals of the olden days, Nowadays, we got generals in the back. Generals used to be in the front, and that's what he did right there. He led by example. He led from the front.
Great job, and we got a Bullock show here. We got a lot of brothers coming out here.
Yeah, what
playing
about
off
that?
Of each other.
What about that? Got a little bit of a family dynamic on this team. We got 2 set of brothers on this team?
I mean, Mom, I hope we got 2 steaks for dinner because they're earning it tonight.
We might. Actually, we got 3. We got also Josh Villicana and Joel Villicana. So shout out to them. It looks like we got 3 sets of brothers. Love to see that. Myself, I have 3 younger brothers, so.
Love to see it. I didn't have the best opportunity to play with my brother, but we were on the same team in high school, and it's nothing comparable.
Yep. I played 1 year with my brother Darren, It was pretty live. But I digress. Southeast, they're going to kick this one to Capitol Hill. Capitol Hill here in a second. Capitol Hill, you know, the best part of their game tonight has been the kickoff return game. They've had some pretty decent returns as they hope to get one here as a Hummingbird kickoff happens. It's going to be caught by number 19 for Capitol Hill. He's going to take it up the middle of the field. He's going to get back to the 25-yard line. Good play. And we see a little bit of feistiness by Capitol Hill. They look like they're not giving up. They're not taking anything. You know, they're still hanging in there. It looks like they still got some fight.
Looks like we got Courtney Freeman on the tackle, senior.
About the 25-yard line, 1st and 10, Capitol Hill.
And I can see some of the players on the southeast sideline digging with the shovel that they brought out. Pretty good analogy, I would say, to what's been happening tonight.
Definitely trying to bury the opponent there.
And Capitol Hill's going to run out of the trio offset again, 3 receivers to the left, single receiver to the right. Quarterback's in the shotgun with the running back to his left. He's going to throw it out to the trio side receiver set side, and it's going to go to number 32. He's going to break a couple tackles in reverse field. He's going to take it all the way to the right hash of the 25-yard line, so he didn't all that running, and he didn't get a yard.
Great job by Keon Holland. I believe we have number 23, Louise Septivella, freshman, coming from that DB position. Way to come up.
You like to see that, the young guns making it happen.
Definitely. Louise is ready to go.
Capitol Hill, they're going to have a 2nd and 10 from their own 25. 2 minutes left on the clock. They're checking with him. It's going to be the trio set receiver side to the right, single set to the left. Quarterback's got the running back to his right. He's going to snap the ball. He's going to throw it on another screen. 32 drops it, and they're going to blow it dead. It looked like it could have been a fumble maybe, but the refs say no.
Again, linebacker Elias Soundry. I would scrap that play, DB.
Jamin, we've seen that play probably 6 or 7 times so far tonight, and it's been the same result.
I mean, it seems like whoever the play caller is married to this trips formation on the boundary side. We got to switch it up like we talked about at halftime. They got to switch it up, throw this Southeast defense off so they can get some positive yardage.
I agree with you 100%, and they're making a little bit of a personnel change. Number 32 for the Capitol Hill Red Wolves comes out in favor of number 19. Capitol Hill's got that trio set receiver to the right. Those receivers are to the right side. Single set to the left. A little bit different. They're going to toss it to number 19 on a screen, and he's going to reverse field and take it back to the 25, the 30. Oh, he might have got a first down, and that's going to be close.
You almost get that first down.
And they're going to mark him just a yard short, it looks like. So the most explosive play we've seen tonight gets them to a 4th and 1 situation on that 3rd down. What a play there.
Yeah, great job by the coaching staff switching it up a little bit. Different receiver in that
A little bit of
misdirection.
misdirection.
And I believe that receiver, as soon as he got that ball, he knew he was reversing field.
Yep. Didn't waste no time. They're making some personnel changes. 22 checks in for Capitol Hill Red Wolves. That's going to be Camarion Alexander. The quarterback, Sergio Loretto's got trio receiver set to his left, single receiver to his right, running back to his left. He's going to toss that one out there on another screen, and they don't gain a yard. It's going to be incompleted. They're going to turn over the ball on downs. Capitol Hill turns it over, and Southeast will take over at Capitol Hill's 34-yard line. So it looks like it could set up for another quick and fast Southeast score.
I mean, good play call by the Capitol Hill Red Wolves.
What do you think about the play call?
Came out a little too early.
Okay.
Just a little too early. But again, great play call. I mean, you're just trying to get by the sticks, get a few more yards to get that first down.
Yeah, this looks like that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter as well. We're going to head into the 4th quarter, 58-0. Southeast is up.
58, Capitol Hill 0.
And we are back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Southeast up 58-0. We've got number 10 in at quarterback. He had a 30-ish, 40-ish yard run on his first run of the day for a touchdown. It's going to be another motion play. They're going to hand it off to number 14 after a little bit of misdirection on the handoff.
Number 14, Junior Vanilla, getting his first touch of the night, sophomore.
Yeah, Tay Bullock in at quarterback. He's showed off his legs in his first play. He scored a touchdown. Second play, he hands it off. And we have an injured Capitol Hill Red Wolf. That's going to be number 53, Zayudai Martinez Bolby. The freshman, I believe, is down on the field. Looks like it is a lower body injury. We hope he's all right. We hope he can bounce back and hop right back into the play of action.
Yeah, especially with this type of game. I mean, you hate to see any type of injury. I hope he can get off.
Especially the young freshman. He's listed here as in the 9th grade. I remember when I was in the 9th grade, man. They keep on living. It gets easier.
Oh, yeah, but, I mean, to be a 9th grader, you're a freshman, getting
varsity reps.
I mean, exactly. I mean, so credit to him and his talent, and hopefully it all comes together.
You know, as I'm looking here at this Capitol Hill Red Wolf roster, I mean, I can go through it. There's only about 5 seniors on this roster. Yep, 5 seniors on the roster. So as we said, this is a very young team that's trying to really get that chemistry and get, what it feels like. This is a program that over the last 3 years has not won a game. So you have to get that stink off of it, and that's hard. But they got a young group of guys and good coaches that are going to be developing that. And, you got to take it with baby steps.
I mean, absolutely, DB. And, I mean, you talk about these seniors that are on this team. They've been here for all these winless seasons. So for them to come up and step out and all make impacts in this game, to be leaders, a credit to them.
And they would want nothing more than just one victory, I'm guessing.
Just one.
But I digress. We got Southeast on offense. Twin receivers to the left, single set to the right. They've got an up back as well, running back to the right. They're going to hand it off on the motion to the receiver, number 9, I believe. And that might have been a
got number 8,
calling.
DB.
Or number 8, excuse me, you're right. Noel Gutierrez.
Great play call, bringing in that receiver in motion for the jet. I mean, that's just allowing the defense to stop and think, and that's the last thing you can do.
They've just got more speed on the Southeast side of things. As we see, there's a holding penalty on Southeast, so everything we just said, throw it away. That play does not matter.
And brings up a second down and 16 yards to go for Southeast.
And we're in the fourth quarter, DB, so we're officially seeing a new unit out there. New quarterback, new running back, got some new receivers. See what these young guys can do.
Snaps it. It's going to be a handoff. And what a play by number 6, Anjul Johnson. He's a 9th grader as well.
Anjul Johnson, way to get out there as a freshman.
Most physical play I've seen by Capitol Hill tonight. He met number 3 in the backfield.
Third down and 21
absolutely
yards
reservation for 2 when he comes and cleans it up. All complimentary.
And it's going to be a Southeast 3rd down from the Capitol Hill 45. Twin receivers set to the left, single receiver to the right. Got an up back. And it's going to be a quarterback sweep to the right, to the boundary side of the field, and the quarterback's going to be met by 3 or 4 Capitol Hill defenders. He's going to get that one to about the Capitol Hill 38.
That make it 6.
And what do you think about that play there, that play design there? Kind of take what you can and, make 4th down more manageable?
Yes, sir. Absolutely, DB. That's a great job by the quarterback feeling that pressure. It was a stunt coming off the edge, and he just reads it well and gets some positive yardage.
And shout out to this offensive line for Southeast. They've played hard, and I know this is the reserve group, but they've played just as good as the starters. As it's going to be an empty backfield for number 10, Tay Bullock, is in at quarterback. Twins receiver set to the left and right. They're going to do another motion set with number 14. He's going to come across the field, get handed off, and he's going to break a few tackles, but ultimately only gain 2 yards on the 4th down. Kind of just, we don't want to punt it, but we don't really want to go for it and score any more points. That's kind of what I got on that one.
Yeah, DB, I mean, we're more than 8 minutes left in this 4th quarter, and this is the first 4th down we've seen from the Spartans. Right?
Yeah, you got to commend Capitol Hill there. I know they're playing against the backups and, the 2s and 3s, but at the same time, you got to take the victories where you get them.
Absolutely, and we saw a different formation we've never seen before out of that 4th down set from the Spartans.
Capitol Hill's offense is going to run back onto the field. Sergio Loretta has not had the most time tonight, him or Trayshawn Goolsby, but you have to kind of commend the defensive line of the Southeast team as Sergio Loretta, looking at the calls on the sideline, he's got that trip receiver look to the left. Yep, they've got a late substitution coming in at center. Kind of need the center to get the play going. But Loretto is in the shotgun, running back to his left. He's going to hand it off, and number 8 is going to take that. Goosby's going to take it. He's only going to gain about 2 yards or so, maybe 3.
Hey, positive yards. Like I said, DB on that read option. Sergio does a great job holding that, getting it off to his running back to get some positive yards.
We've got a slow Red Wolf getting up, number 50. It's going to be Javion Andrew, the sophomore, 6'5", 245 pounds. He's limping back to the huddle, but we've also got another Red Wolf down.
Trayshawn Goosby again.
So number 50's limping, Goosby's down. And it's just not been a good night for the Red Wolves as we've got 7 minutes left in the 4th quarter. They trail 58-0. Southeast is on top, and they've really been the dominant team from start to finish, really from warm-ups to now.
From warm-ups to now, like you said. And just to switch the pace up a little bit, Trayshawn Goosby, he's been out there doing a lot for these Capitol Hill Red Wolves. And like you touched on earlier, he's giving it everything he's got. He got injured early in the game, but he's still going in the 4th.
You got to love the heart, and this is a sophomore running back, Goosby is, and this is a guy that's going to be part of this program for the next couple years. And to have a guy like that wants to come out here after he's been hurt and beat up, and it's a game that's not even close, you have to commend that. You got to commend the heart.
Yeah, that no-quit mentality, and that definitely comes from coaching. So good job by Capitol Hill. Hopefully he's going to be okay.
As you see, it's a pretty relaxed look on the Southeast sideline. You got some players smacking other players on the helmet.
And again, that's camaraderie, man. I
mean, that is
first game of the season. I mean, some of these guys, you got to have fun. That's the whole point. That's why we're out here, DB.
What's the point of doing anything if you're not having fun? That's
totally
my mentality. But shoot, Capitol Hill's mentality is going to try to get some points on the board with 7 minutes left, and maybe they can string a drive together here. As Sergio Loretto is looking to rally the troops, he's got a single receiver to his left, trips to his right. Their running back's going to be offset to his left. Oh, no. Running back's going to flop sides. He's going to be offset to his right. It's going to be 2nd and about 6 from the Capitol Hill 40.
Also had a defensive audible there from the line.
Loretto gets the ball. He's got a lot of time. I think he was confused with how much time he had. Pocket collapses around him. He's sacked for about a 3 or 4 yard loss. That might have been the most time he's had all night, and he gets sacked.
And it just seems like everybody was stalled there, DB. But, I mean, 24 for our Spartans comes up big to make a play. Zamontre Brown, sophomore, linebacker.
3rd down and 7.
And it's going to be 3rd and 7, 6:15 and ticking. Sergio Loretto looking at the sideline, checking with his coaches, getting the signals. He's got that, trip receiver side to his right, the single to his left. They've been either in this formation or the twin set pretty much exclusively out of the shotgun as well. You would like to see a little bit more variety, but at this point, it doesn't matter as they snap the ball. And he's got some time. Pocket collapses around him. He's going to get swarmed by a bunch of Spartans, about 6 or 7 of them. And that's what you love to see. I'm sure those coaches love to see a lot of black jerseys flying to the football, swarming the football.
Absolutely. We had a substitution on Jewel Johnson come out at running back, trying to come out there and block, but by the time he was ready for him to block, I mean, he had 2 Spartan defenders, so he had to choose one.
And it's been a rough night for Sergio Loretto on this offense. They're trying to get something going here on 4th and 7, 4th and 8 or so. Got that trip receiver side to his right, single receiver to his left, running back to his left as well. And it's going to be a fake handoff, a screen pass. That's going to get knocked down, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. It's going to be another turnover on downs. The Spartans, with 4:50 left in the 4th quarter, they're going to get a chance to score some more points or sit on the ball. We'll see what they choose to do.
38-yard line.
Just to backtrack a little bit, we got number 69, Cameron Freeman, getting a little action. Sophomore D lineman, great instinctual play to get those hands up as the ball's coming in his direction.
You know, they coach, as someone that used to play defensive line, they coach you, if you can't get to the quarterback, get your hands up.
Yes, sir. Got to disrupt that play by getting your hands on the ball.
By any means necessary, as we see the big hog mollies of the Southeast Spartans running up to the line for another rep. They want this. They've been working all summer for this game, for the opening game, and they've shown what they put into it all summer with twins receivers to the left and right, quarterback in the shotgun with the running back to his right. It's going to be a fake handoff to the left. He's going to take it to the right. He's going to stiff arm a cat, and he's going to get down to about the Capitol Hill 30.
Is good to about the 28-yard line.
28.
It seems like these are design runs, DB. I mean, he's running out there with the win almost effortlessly.
He faked the handoff to the left, went right, and he just had about, 10, 11 yards on that. It's going to be a first down for Southeast.
A little Lamar Jackson-esque, if you will.
Hey, he's looking nice. We got a handoff to a receiver. He comes in motion number 3. He's going to make a guy miss.
Great
20,
movement, open field.
15. He's going to get pushed out about the 12, 13-yard line. What a play. As we've got some.
About a 15-yard gain.
we got some firefighters in the background. Hope all is well. We got football, though, as we've got the Southeast offense looking at the signals from their coaches.
DB, we had a great play by Keon Holland. I mean, great way to just shake his defender in open field.
Just made him miss, shook him out his boots.
Got to come to balance as a defender.
Exactly.
You know it's coming.
Twin receivers to the left and right. It's going to be in the shotgun handoff to the running back, and he's going to score. It's going to be a touchdown. That's going to make it a 64-0 ball game, awaiting the extra point with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. That might have been the last score of the night. We shall see, as some of those players on the Southeast sideline having a lot of fun. Number 2, Carmelo Bullock, he's holding the shovel because they're burying the Capitol Hill Red Wolves tonight.
I mean, you love to see that shovel. It's just a part of their culture, and of course they're having fun. It's hard not to have fun in a 64-0 victory.
Hey, as someone
that,
not to cut you off, but as someone that played at Tulsa Union, I'm used to a lot of these games.
Lucky you. I've taken a lot of trips up there and got a lot of L's.
It happens to the best of them, but at the same time, Hummingbird's hoping he can put one through right here. The extra point is good, 65-0 with a minute and 45 and ticking left in this game.
I mean, and what a way to end it off.
What a game.
That kicking unit finally
the
gets
second
the
half,
perfect extra point off.
They've been perfect. Second half, perfect. We'll have a little bit of a scoring recap brought to you by Super Prep. That play was amazing. I like it. I like the concept. They score a touchdown. They make it 64-0. They get the extra point, 65-0. As your scoring recap brought to you by Super Prep.
And just a great opportunity for these young guys to come out and get some experience under these Friday night lights. There's nothing like it, so it's a great job by those young cats coming in and getting in the end zone.
And coming up at the end of the game, we'll have the Big O's Pork and Dream Player of the Game. That'll be something you want to stick around for as we get closer and closer to the end of this one. About 50 seconds and ticking. Both teams looks like they're just going to call this one.
Looks like we're going to get a little victory formation.
We might. Oh, no. Well, we're going to get a
kick and return.
We're going to get a kickoff return. This has been the highlight for Capitol Hill tonight. I misspoke, but Capitol Hill will get one more play maybe.
And let's see what we can do. I mean, the most momentum they've built is off of this kick return unit. So if they can get at least past that 25, I think we have a good facet of this team locked down.
There's a lot of juice on the sideline for Southeast right now. Number 60, he's had a big game. Edison Gutierrez. He had the shovel down there.
We finally got his name.
We did get his name. He is not the Enigma. He is Edison Gutierrez.
Yeah, sorry about that, Edison.
As they kick one off, the Hummingbird kicks one off to Capitol Hill. They're going to get a good return out to about the 35.
About the 35.
And like we've said all night, that's the best part of their game. But that's going to be the end of this one. You could hear from the crowd who won. Southeast 65, Capitol Hill 0. Or as they would say in the other football, nil.
Absolutely right, DB. I mean, it's just pure dominance by the Spartans.
Yeah, start to finish, Matt Lane starting off his first coaching, journey here, his first game with a W. And we're gonna bring you the Big O's Pork and Dream Player of the Game. Treat yourself to the best barbecue in Oklahoma City. It's Big O's Pork and Dreams, dreaming bigger through passionate barbecue served with a community purpose. Located in Edmond, 285 South Santa Fe Avenue, and in Midwest City, 6003 Southeast 15th. Open Tuesday to Friday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday until 11. Saturday, 11 a.m. until they sell out of meat. So that's not, until they out of meat.
It won't take Big O's long to sell out of meat. That's
and
one of my former coaches. Shout out to Coach O. Shout out to Coach O's Pork.
Big O's Pork and Dream, man. Hey, and as the Big O's Pork and Dream Player of the Game, who do you think it was tonight?
It's tough. I mean, we saw a lot of good plays. What do you think?
I'm going to have to give it to Rodney Fields Jr. Rodney Fields Jr., Big O's Pork and Dream Player of the Game.
Rodney Fields, Big O's Pork and Dreams Player of the Game. I mean, he impacted the game on offense and defense when he was out there. I mean, he was almost perfect as far as usage and position-wise.
And we're going to wrap this one up here, but Southeast is going to win this one 65-0 against Capitol Hill. They'll start off the season 1-0. Capitol Hill falls to 0-1. And we'd like to thank all the sponsors, Super Prep and Big O's Pork and Dreams. I'm Devin Bajek.
I'm Jamin Dawson.
And we'll see you next week for another Southeast football matchup.
Peace, Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma City, I'm Miles Perry, and I want you to tune into my show, Super Prep Live. Super Prep Live takes an in-depth look at the Oklahoma high school student-athlete and what makes he or she become great at what they do. Super Prep Live can be heard on OKC's CBS Sports Radio 105.3 and Instagram Live. Make sure you tune in and learn about the next great student-athlete on Super Prep Live with me, Miles Perry.
Injuries don't wait. For business hours, now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.